It appears that I am by myself this morning. Though that is one good thing, Nixie is out of bed. This is a marked improvement.
I'll leave you to it then. What's he said to me? What is it?
Hello. Good morning to you, Ryan.
Morning. You didn't respond, so I was like, oh, am I just too quiet?
It is entirely possible that I may have been already in the process of stepping through the doorway and thus did not hear you. I apologize.
That's fine.
I'm nervous because I'm going to be telling you that. I asked Ioria a few times to.
But I am glad that you are well this morning.
You doing good?
Today?
I believe so.
I'm nervous.
There is something I need to find Miss Sayori regarding an idea that I had. I need to inquire with them as to whether it is a wise decision or not. I am of the belief that it would be, but
Something to do
they
with
would.
orcomancy, or?
Yes. It is, in essence, a follow-up to the subject matter that I had spoken with her the week. Ah, she must be returning from Miffins.
That explains I didn't see her.
She has been going on trips lately. This next week she will be going to Yanxi. I will likely be accompanying her.
Not a bad call.
Mostly as an excuse to be able to visit home. Now that I am aware, now that I became aware that people could do so.
I had just gone back the other day to see Mom and Dad, but
I
was
hope
just
they
wanting
are
to make
doing
sure
well.
Everything's okay. Yeah, everything's going fine.
Part of me wishes to visit to let her know that I was able to meet her friend. I had known about her for quite some time, but I had never actually met the person. It was a bit of a surprise to find out that they were the creator of one that is my friend here. As I say, small world.
Yeah, it does tend to be sometimes.
Hello.
Hello.
Morning.
Hi.
Hello. It seems we got a decent amount of people coming back. It's for choosing someone else.
I know there are some. 2 members of my dorm have gone back to Serenity to visit Beacon Peak. I assume they will be returning sometime this morning.
That would make most sense. Sorry, don't let me hold you up. Go talk to Sarah while you can.
Oh, of course. Welcome back.
Morning.
I hope your trip to Miffins was fruitful.
It was, so I got what I needed.
That is good to hear. I hope that your subsequent trip to Yanxi in the coming week will be just as well. Though I
Hopefully, but
suppose
that's
I
a lot.
will know a bit more about it, because I will be accompanying you, should that offer still be open.
Of course. I mean, if you really wanted to, I can even take you to see the ruler themselves.
That would be wonderful. I just didn't realize that would be something that's just okay to do.
Well, that's who I'm going to go talk to with.
Right, I remember, but I wasn't aware that it was that kind of visit where they would be not alarmed at extra guests. To that segment, that is.
Mm, I mean, technically, as Stone put it, it's parent-teacher conference is probably the best way to put it. So I think you.
Ah, understood. I would be quite happy to accompany you if you are offering as such.
Sure, why not?
It will certainly make for an interesting conversation when I visit back home to the estate. I already have quite a bit that I wish to bring there from being able to speak with Miss Sariel before her departure. That being said, regarding the test last week, something came to mind as a potential application of it, but I would like your input as to whether this is wise to try, should the opportunity arise.
Okay.
I am not sure if it is a middle of the
Here.
open, or at least right by the walkway. Simply put, we at least seem to have established that I am able to be heard by some means. And I know that there are some on this campus who have brought forth individuals related to the Forgotten Court. I know of 2 of them that there are stars who have been desperately trying to bridge a connection to reach them, but they could not enter the room. I know of both the one that the Star of Insanity is looking for, as well as the Star of Trickery. If someone were to summon them, what if I were able to call out to them in an effort to try to bridge that gap for them? If that connection is strong enough, could they not potentially reach the one they are looking for, even if it is having to rely on my senses?
I would say it would be a worthy test, but there's also unknown dangers.
I realize that by asking. At best, the ones who are offered cannot do anything, but it would at least let them know that there is one who is willing to convey such words to them. I do not know if doing it in the reverse would be likely feasible given their condition, but I at least know that there are 2 that have been summoned onto this campus before, though I am unaware as to who was responsible for one of them. But I know that Rowan was the one who had brought forth the other.
Europa's the other.
I see.
Yeah.
Do you know how they had done this?
Not exactly, to be honest.
I see.
Though,
This was not something I wanted to attempt without your blessing, but it also is entirely dependent on being present when one of them is there, and then making the attempt while the one who is summoning is able to stall for time to allow them to remain present.
you know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab the opinions of others, and I'm going to invite you to a special little group I have.
Understood. I will heed the advice of this group, should they find it a worthy test.
Go ahead and head to the ritual room. The Star Early room.
Understood. I will wait there.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me with something in regards to oraclemancy later in the day.
Later in the day.
Yes, later in the day. Because I know you're probably busy right now. That's what I mean.
Oh. Hello.
Thank you.
Welcome back from Beacon Peak.
Thank you.
Oh.
Come back.
Is this the creation that Nixie was working on you?
Yep. That's finally done.
Yes. It took a while. And
You have
I
done
worked
excellent
on it
work, Nixie.
all night.
Good
I'm
job.
tired.
I was
Thank
surprised
you.
to wake up and not see you in the room. This is uncommon.
That's fair. I was literally in the forge all night making sure this thing gets done today.
I see. Well,
You did a really
fortunately,
good- what do you think?
I do not believe you are missing
I like
much.
it. Thank you.
There's
You designed it quite well.
There is a class from Professor FB on runes later that they did not specify which ones, just runes in general. Though it is possible I may
If-
have to, depending on what it is, I may have to miss. I am being asked to wait for for Professor Sayori in the ritual room regarding a discussion I just had.
Oh?
An idea.
Anything...
I am not sure if I
Something-
can or should explain it, unless I get there okay.
Is it relating to what was discussed partially last week?
It relies upon it, yes.
Oh. I mean, now you have my interest, but...
I am being spoken to with some others. I believe it will be brought up then.
Well, if you'd like for me to be there, I will. It's up to
I
you.
I am going to be waiting at the room. If you are in that area, I cannot tell you to leave. It is open.
Fair enough.
Okay, relatively compared to the others, but we should probably
I
stop
mean-
talking in front of the doors.
Probably we should just
That would.
keep back Officer Simon.
I was a little bit surprised. Hello.
Good morning.
I have to do that summoning phrase and get any star out of Forgotten Kingdom, and they'll properly repair my star shot.
Don't you need at least
There is
one?
no fairly condition for that deal.
I think so. Which also opens up a complicated question.
Let me put it this
At least
I
the
got more recent told that this one
I am going to presume that these are people that were asked to attend here by Sayori.
Indeed.
How do I put it?
This must be the group that they were mentioning.
Version, I believe one
Understood.
Star Helder. Yes,
I do
know
believe
that,
you're
the
correct.
three-dimension is the old one.
I believe she is intending to have me join in after a conversation that was held last week and one subsequent this morning.
But we've been letting the newer ones
I see.
into it before we press
Well,
stuff like that.
We
It's a pleasure to have you.
had a. We found an interesting trait about my existence that was
But remember, with a good example is
tested last week,
we can ask
and an idea has arisen because of it.
stars that represent frost, but you can also ask, I remember Yasushi asking, stars that would know about Atlantis, so
Well,
things that they would know about.
I
So
do
we can
hope
ask them,
you can be of some use,
question,
and we
if
could
they
help
have the
you.
answer,
Hmm.
we can ask it like that.
When they are all present, it will likely be explained what the idea in question. It is related
I see.
to the sealed ones.
Interesting. There's Professor Sayori, you know.
I trust your purview and perspective, so whatever you lead, I will follow.
Yeah.
I won't interrupt your star reading.
Is there anything I'll leave then?
I will potentially try to talk to you later, if that is alright.
That is fine. Best of luck.
Hello. We're still waiting on 2 people.
I know. I'm telling you, interesting little tidbit of information.
You're
I
fine.
used Europa to look at my aura, and interesting information from trying to commune with one of the Forgotten Court eyes that look out at me, but not at me. Mostly, okay, the same garbled language I heard from the star in the depths.
I think the
Yes.
And the sound of a scale, it sounded like.
No, Nue was supposed to be here.
Oh, they're changing it.
They're
Oh.
changing their garb.
Can you please step out and...
Let me sit down.
Okay.
really need to install a lock on the door.
Yeah, we used to have a log and then it fucking broke.
Oh dear.
I'm still waiting confirmation, by the way, from Gen to let me know if I am allowed to learn their language.
Oh. We'll wait until Nue steps in and then explain to Aerith and Nue what's going on here.
I don't actually believe that we've met before.
Hello. I believe I have heard your name in passing. You are Europa, yes?
Yes, you're over there. It's a pleasure.
Everyone wants to walk in here today.
Greetings. They have already said, but I am Aerith. A pleasure to properly meet.
Of course.
So, Aerith and Nue, first, I want to introduce you to this group. This is a specialized squad that I have made for stars and star heraldry. It is a very shared container of information between every single one of us. One of our main goals is to retrieve the charms in the world, as well as share any information on the stars that we do have.
That would be quite good, as you're sure have been asking you and bothering Winter and Silence and all the people for information on that.
Yes.
Though luckily the collection seems to be much more caught up to what else us know so far. Ins and some.
Yes, which is why I think you would be a good fit for this. as well as
Thank you.
Aerith. I think with the ideas you have been sharing with me, as well as your special little ability, would also make a good fit. But this is optional. So before we go on, I must ask you two, would you two be willing to join?
Of course, you honor me with such a gracious offer. How could I ever reject such a thing?
Seeing as this is in direct response to the idea that was shared, it would be strange to ask to do it and then turn this down. I will remain.
Fair enough. So, with that being said, Aerith, would you like to explain your ability to everyone that we found out?
After the initial heraldry was brought up, and a subsequent interaction with the Star of Artifica, there was a test that was performed between myself and Sayori. It appears that, though the reason is unknown, even without being in a ritual space, if I were to call out to any star, they are able to hear and likely will appear. I am not in a position to ask them questions at that time, but it allows communications without any sort of drain upon my body. I felt unexhausted after the interaction, which was rather prolonged compared to other heraldries.
Mind you, this is also without being a pupil.
If it is said, as you said, of only a minor conversation, as a casual converse without the stars directly related to the stars themselves specifically, it does make some sense, but not exact a lot at the same time. It is similar to how everything can appear as he wishes, though not exact the same extent, I imagine.
I am uncertain as to what allows this to be the case, but it in turn related to the idea that I spoke to Sayori this morning about, which is a potential application of it to assist in bridging the gap between the stars that are seeking individuals that are locked away in the Forgotten Court.
That would bypass that, actually. The main things that seems to be causing some harm is the questions that are asked upon them.
Do you mean that you can create an opening in whatever is shoving out any other star?
I am uncertain, but the idea is that by calling to them, and in offering them access to my senses, if not my voice, they can use the connection I have to them to then speak to others within the room, including the star.
The bypass. If
That would be a lot more efficient.
They are able to speak for you, so...
We have not tried. However, if it is in conversation, I am not asking them a question. I am simply telling them that whatever they wish to say, I will repeat for them. If not, their ability to directly speak through me.
That's good to know.
Similar to using the book.
The only thing we will need to be aware of is that there is something that is presiding over this. When you did that summon, they did use the term cheating. At some point we may cross a line.
It is a pleasure walk along the edge of loopholes in games to play.
Hold on. Silas is trying to say something.
Apologies, Vito.
It's fine. Funny enough, you say that. The thing I wanted to talk to you two, specifically at first, because I was not able to get a hold of Sayori, but I wanted to bring to the attention to this group. I had a dream, like I told you before, with the pink one. Brief, and she covered my eyes, and I felt safe, secure. And then it disappeared. I attempted to do it again, but this time put myself there. When I was asleep, I woke up in their cage with them. and I was able to converse with them. When I mentioned it to them, that I did not believe I could do so, they said, technically you're a loophole. And I asked why. They mentioned that I was able to converse with them as if it was no different in any day. Because what apparently it is when the forgotten are summoned, they are being woken up. They're put to sleep to be forgotten. That's how they get their thing of their conviction, why they are locked away. But the thing is, because they're asleep and I'm asleep, I was able to converse with them naturally. There was no summoning happening, which is why I was able to talk to them without any pain or anything like that. And when I brought up the idea, because we were both asleep, neither was being summoned, and it was just a conversation that happened, the pink one agreed. They called me a loophole in many things by birthright. And summoning them is what causes them to be pained without special requirements, which risks in that damage.
That explains why me and Violin were able to exchange their name without any repercussions. A riddle for a riddle.
Do you know what came of that after? We
No.
don't know yet if that did have ramifications or they were caught in some way. But if you truly weren't caught doing this.
The thing is, in their words, I was able to be undetected. Completely.
Yes, I'm saying, did that actually happen?
Yes.
Well, we won't know until he does it again, so no point going on about it.
I did also get some other names that may be corrupt, the stars that are similar issues. Earlier I asked you to assist me in summoning my auntie, the star of curses and exits, due to a comment that Evergreen had made when the star of loss of innocence was summoned by Rowan. There's a few others that she has worked along with that would be considered that, with nicknames that would follow underneath, not speaking as them. Bubonic, a collective, a displacement, and long as few others. Though she did say she could go visit the Star of Loss of Innocence to see if her home has any sort of hints that could go into a capture. Along with that, I also did get some more information on the blinding lights that she mentioned to Rowan, so I do not know if that is in relation to this or another thing.
I can say one of those titles you said was actually a full title. That wasn't a nickname. The one starting with a D. That is the name of a star, not a nickname.
I will keep that then written down in the sacred text then. There's a few others that I've been writing down in the sacred text, so I do not know the title or I only know the nickname. So only one of them has a complete nickname down, or complete title down without their name or sigil yet.
Here's another thing.
Yes.
When we had the pink one, they were being held by another star. That was most likely
That
displacement.
was... Yes. That is them. They are what I believe to be the judge.
I see.
Yes.
But the ones that we talked about prior, I do have two current ends that I'm looking into. One of them I've asked Europa to look into, as we seem that they are part of this when we're walking along the edge of what we can and cannot say. The other one we heard a tune be hummed by the one we cannot say right now, and that is being currently looked into by Violin and Lyra underneath the Star of Music Maestro. So those are our two current leads. Those is also a third I need to look into later based on what was said to Rowan and Balin. So that is next on my list after I finished the hexes and curses I had to do earlier this week. Currently I have to wait for curses and hexes to get back to me and what she finds in their house. But until then I can still look down the third path for the pink one. That way I may also assist you with the pink lock.
So, before Starhairs, I want to bring this up before any of us form that sort of thing. I got an offer to test out something, and I want you all to be here with me for it. It's not dangerous or anything, it's a practice court case, so we know how these things go with the stars. So potentially we are more ready for when we might have to actually perform a real one.
Is my guess.
Are you talking about an actual judgment?
No actual judge. It would be destiny, but...
But he means a mock version of it. It would be an
a
example.
mock trial to...
Yes, that would be
An
judgment.
actual trial.
Yes. Simply a way so we are all familiar with how it goes.
Hmm. I'll be sure to write down notes in the sacred text then. So that way may guide us in the future.
As we already know, we have to get the summoning phrase, which is in the book somewhere. But as far as I'm aware, it is at least relatively nearby. At least findable in 3 months so Lou doesn't die. But, summoning phrase, the name or the title of the star, and the name of their case. We say all of that, we'll get an actual court battle. And we have to either prove the star's innocence of the crimes they have committed, allegedly committed, or at least throw enough shade at the conviction to make it not beyond shadow of a doubt guilty.
If this is how they were originally convicted, that means that there had to be stars in attendance.
As far as I'm aware, there will be.
Indeed.
Which means they have the information we need. It's getting it from them that would be the issue.
Yes. We have to get the title and the name, and the name of their case are not going to be hard. What's going to be hard is getting exactly why, what crimes they are accused of, and then getting counter evidence to dispel those charges.
Which the pathways of information would be getting information.
And I also mention, I have a deal going.
I got an Ace Attorney RP. Oh no!
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. I'll be starting my class in 3 minutes at the wooden thing at the sparring area. Thank you.
Did he have to verbalize the bell?
I mean, it's kind of funny. But that is why I want to attempt to... I have been told getting the tally mark star is going to be much harder than other stars out of the Forgotten. So I'd like to try and get the star of far-seeing out first. Not an actual title, just a synonym.
Nickname. So I will also say, if we need counter evidence, then we use witnesses as a proper court.
Yes, my idea is getting at least to know who that star was close to before they were put in the Forgotten Court. Once we know who they were close to, we know who we can talk to.
Was there something there just now?
The stars that were close to them would definitely be aware of the details.
I swear I just saw a flash of color.
They know it, which means Threads knows it, which means they're not allowed to talk about it. So it's getting information from
But if we word it not in a direct way, they can still give us the information in a not so direct way.
For example, I may have some witnesses we can use to assist us with the stars that Rowan called earlier, the loss of innocence. There are co-workers they worked on an experiment with, along with my auntie and a few others. My auntie did not know the extent of the cause of their acquisition, as they do know others that were close also. And since they do have a home that can be looked into, that means there are cases from the scene of the crime before their arrestment. Meaning there is more leads that may have been seen cold, but there are still hot trails to follow. It's just a matter of that we cannot ask the direct culprit, but there are still leads intermingled in between these webs that we can ask instead. There are, of course, not exact questions, but that the stakes and the rules of the game that we are applying for this. And so we follow the rules so we know which ones we can change.
If it is a case that they cannot give it to us directly, perhaps the idea in question that I'd suggested might allow for it if we know one who would be wanting to converse with the accused. They would be technically having a conversation with one another, and there is a reason why they are being kept away from each other.
I would also say we can save that additionally for if we know there is information only the convicted knows.
Exactly.
That wasn't able to pass along.
Indeed.
It is best, as I have told Violin on this case, and similar to the advice that my uncle has given me, it is best for us not to focus on one exact position of information, as it will give the red gaze upon us. So we find different loose ends and poke on different points. Levis?
I guess I was looking behind Aerith.
What did it look like?
Was it red?
It was not red. It was like a gray fuzz.
Hmm?
Great. Did it come up during any particular wording?
Do you mean her aura?
No.
I do not see any variance in her aura.
Maybe try repeating what you just said. See if it comes up during something particular.
The advice my uncle had given, similar when I asked during my first summoning, was the advice to give to all of you. It is something to look between the lines, but also try again. However, similar to breaking a piece of ice, you cannot just bring a sledgehammer without risking these insides first. And if we are to focus everything onto one point, the one with the red gaze will surely look upon us. So, each of us focuses on small little threads that will lead us to the main objective. That way they can't, well, keep all their focus on us.
I should also mention something. We need to get as much done in these next 3 months as we possibly can. As I have been told outright, Lou is being used to draw as much attention onto himself as possible by the stars.
That was the deal in the game.
So, he is going to be trying to draw the attention of the threads as much as humanly possible in these next 3 months. Meaning, while their gaze is distracted, we need to work.
Currently, we know, leads for the current star we're going to practice on, and I currently have leads for the one who plays and the one who loses innocent. Currently, one of those is on a waiting right now until I can get more information on that. So I did get some information from their wife, along with the information Rowan got from the summoning. As for the big one, I need you to talk to the one star's account sheeppaw, and Lyra and Violin will talk about the hum that they sung.
So, I suppose more information I should bring up. From my goal for destiny. Mainly because I want to test out certain things, as I might have an easier time doing this sort of star heraldry. Destiny mentioned to me that by birthright, I have more potent forms of oraclemancy. For example, this may make sense to some of you, especially for you. The figure I've talked about with the hole in the hand, or the figure behind me, my familiar has a direct connection to them. Alongside, I got a little hint to at least try a summoning phrase I have thought of.
Do me a favor. Talk about the figure behind you.
Figure with a hole in his hand, like mine.
Lets me see things that are normally not seen by others. It usually helps me see.
You have... We have
Similar.
another guest.
It is more similar to my father's. I like the precision my mother had. But it allowed me to see
How many
the
guests do we
prosper in
have?
winter. And
I
the
don't
similar
know, but it
parts
was the
of
same thing that
Yasama.
appeared behind Aerith.
Then the question is, how
Just
safe
curious
is this
if it was
information that we can speak of?
spirit related or not. So I doubt it.
Depends on which court they're from.
I'm also going to take a
Yes,
picnic deal.
that's why the problem is it's unknown. If we
Easier
speak
to write
about it,
like
then we
this.
continue to. Your dealings and our potential for our mock, if they find out about this, we might not have a chance.
Yes, but if by other chance they're part of the other court.
Well,
Draw
then how about
attention
this?
to them.
But it's
We're
risky
going to be summoning
regardless.
Destiny.
We don't know.
How about we do this mock trial, or at least get the information from them, and if Destiny mentions we have an unwanted visitor with us, to be a little more careful about what we do.
Destiny is much locals right now, I think.
They should be.
At least I saw their eye above you when you were speaking earlier.
I don't remember having Destiny's eye above me.
2 seconds ago it was.
I didn't see it.
I was holding my charm and watching. I don't know if that specified anything differently.
Here, actually, I can check that one. You here?
So I'm not
Fuck, my voicemail
surprised
set up. Give me a second.
if the connections are like this yet. As I was telling Sayori, this is the first time I've seen a blessed altar. Normally they are normal or they are tainted and corrupted. So it might also be the reason why we might have some more better luck with this. And you pair a blessed altar with the Veil of Destiny, well, I've never seen it before, so it is quite another what may happen or not. It is a altar that Sayori blessed. It is this with the connections with the stars.
You were around.
Whereas the inverse is infected by the red one, it can sever the stars. When talking to Kokori, I was wondering if that might be the reason why freedom and unity are on the stage they are that she described them in.
Sorry.
It infects the star and is dangerous for the summoner. It severs the connection and may cause worse, both for the summoner and the star.
It's a trap.
It is.
I'd like to propose an idea.
Capture statement.
Mostly for your idea of gathering information. From what the pink one told me, they told me that I was blessed by one of the ones in the Forgotten, or in theory, is Forgotten, which is where my birthright comes
That was
from.
what was behind you. In Aerith. And
Seeing what I can see. Apologies.
Oh,
if it is
Nanosite,
disturbing.
right.
It is what lets me see spirits and see other things that are unsavory. So I do not know what the unsavory things are.
Mentioned that when I gained this birthright, which I'm not entirely sure how it works, but she also mentioned that because of it, I can technically bend the rules, similar to someone else that can bend the rules, or has bent the rules before. And with that, I also asked
I should write that down also.
specifics
See if it
on
matches other things.
trying to get as much information as I could, but obviously they had to be dancy around the subject. They mentioned similar to what you actually said, the whole stuff with the case and the trial. And technically, when you asked if I've technically done it, never done it before, I have. The first time. But before I was detected, because they were coming for the pink one, she attempted to assist me. I don't exactly know what it means, but in her words, she said a star's rare gift lit the shared way, and she reached for my tethered chain but faltered from an unseen strain. A life truly divine, was her words. So, if I use this gift to bend the rules, there is potential that I can see when they were accused of their crime. Potentially gather evidence physically there, outside of just looking and asking others.
That would be most helpful.
It's
Especially
a
for
theory.
verifying the things we hear.
Right. It's a theory, but I've also had a lot of questions with Pelham before. Before when I asked you. You told
There's
me when I
nothing
tried
quite
to
so
look into
horrifying as seeing a dice roll appear behind him while he's
going
talking.
That far, around 15 years, would have killed me. But I've received dreams from my magic, same oraclemancy and such, from further, back when Zula and Kristen were alive. Which then brings the question, how far can I see? Because depending on that answer depends on whether I can actually get this information. And if it's specifically with my dreams, then this theory should technically be sound.
Going on my understanding of ancient divination, potentially hundreds of years back and forward in time.
I can confirm at least one of the dreams you described to me was over 200 years old.
Right.
But
Back when...
mind you, you're only talking about your dreams. When you went to do the silver or lances in the other one, you were awake.
True.
So, what I'm hearing is his dreams are a loophole.
Yeah.
He can't perform ancient divination safely awake, but his dreams, undetected by them.
Especially
you can do it without the risk of it killing you.
Right. So there's no technical
they
harm
are
to them.
asleep. All of the inmates. Which means the majority of them may be dreaming.
Also, interesting thought to pose to you, Silas. If we could get you to lucid dream before if we could get you to lucid dream, but potentially you could choose a vision.
Well, that's the thing. I did. I've done it twice. One was...
Is there stars that can mess with the constellations and break them?
Yes.
I will have to ask you that. You keep mentioning you see figures of them. So I was curious what I could see, and all I could see was these constellations that looked like they were being torn apart. I drew the ones down that I could see, but I don't know how true they are to their whole state. Apologies.
I've also seen...
being torn.
Yes. I've also seen constellations being cracked. Remember when I told you I got my first dream? When I came back and I visited the pink one, that was something I saw as well. The constellation was basically breaking while I was there.
There are many in the room.
Oh, that's traveling to where those stars are whenever you dream.
That's what I did with the pink. And, like you said, in her words, after mentioning the whole case stuff, they said they are kept alive in a limbo, so to speak, better than Unity's position. And it's possible to get them out with said case. They mentioned that they're hurt for being summoned as they're not supposed to be awake, to stay forever down and asleep, and it is unique, depending on their crime.
So, also, thinking about the future. The second
Sudden
this
gray
trial
screen.
works, and we successfully free one, things will get much harder from that point on. So we do need to decide exactly who the first to be freed should be. They'll be the easiest.
That's true.
Going on Destiny's recommendation, I believe the Star of Far-Seeing first. They should be easy enough to.
That is one of the hit markers.
Hit marker? Apologies, not familiar with what that is.
It's...
For those that can see auras.
I think they can. I think. Yes?
I've never seen so
I
no.
don't think, but I wasn't using my charm.
There was...
I don't think
Was it...
were.
I saw it out of the corner of my eye. Was it a red flash? Because I believe I had seen one over there earlier. It looked like it was between Valen and Silas.
Interesting. I also do technically know of the one that did bless me. And from what it sounds like, they are the star that is, I guess, the overseer when it comes to that magic. I want to try to speak to them. That's my goal. But if there's something else, I can try. But what I was going to say...
Considering what they are, I believe what I want and what you want are the same thing.
I don't see anything lingering around you. Just use the charm. But I do think that we may want a different nickname for that one. Or use this context.
Star of Sight.
That's vague enough, I think. Sight everyone has, so it's possible. But
usually a sentence instead of a word seems to be the best. That
with
is
what I was
something we
telling
have
him,
learned.
I've technically lucid dreamed before. Twice. One was with our friend, Violin's mother. I actually saw her own conviction as well. Why she was in her state, as well as what got her to leave.
Yeah, Star of the Loss of Innocence.
And as well as that, again, I wanted to see the pink one. I forced my way there.
You have to be more careful. We are getting attention. Another one just appeared behind you.
Well, while we're already doing, saying things that are a bit dangerous,
I think it has more to do
Sayori,
with the fact that
I
we're
don't
having
want
a
to
solid
test this
discussion
out
about
in
this.
front of other people.
So context
It's not right if I do
is
a,
bringing it
not
together,
summoning,
even if
but
the words
pass
we are
phrase
using
on the podium.
The only
aren't
problem with that
exactly
is
Definitely seems to be
having this
hinting that I
conversation
might be
will
onto something.
context.
But
No matter what we do, this
I'm
conversation
not
will bring it
sure.
Yes,
So
I
you
do
change
think instead we need
conversation
to
and
have
hypothetical.
conversations
I do have
that
some
aren't as long. We
planned
can just make them more
summonings.
frequent.
I bring in the one person that
On a
needs
different
to
note,
do their
actually,
summoning,
Mentor.
get them done, and then excuse them from the room. And then we can just go on with this group.
Oh, I was going to say later, I want to ask about the auras and charms. I admit I am a bit out of the loop, but everybody else seems to be in the context of it. Apologies.
I'm surprised
They
you're a
are
pupil without it.
special sights gifted by either birthright or by star charm that, in my best summation, allows you to see the outline of one's soul and the influences on said person.
I don't think I've ever had anything like that, besides seeing parts of Kristen in you and parts of something familiar but different and new. That is all I've seen.
And then you
And then
probably
the
do
concept-
not
Oh, you
currently have
you see them
the
as
ability
well.
to see auras.
The spirits of them. It is a gift from my father. It allows me to see things and people like that, the spirits and the ones who passed. Among sometimes things I don't quite understand. But it is nowhere as neat as my mother's gift. I cannot see the specifics in the manner like she could.
Okay. With that being said, I'm going to stop the meeting here. I'm going to call Akuma because she wants to do her Star Heraldry today and get her out of the way. And then from there, I think it might be best for Aaron, Europa, Winter, Aerith, you four want to do your star summoning.
There are some that come to mind, though it was admittedly not immediately related to this matter of conversation. But if one of them were to show up, it would be potentially a time to test the theory.
Then let me go ahead and call Akuma here.
Abyss.
Hello, Uzi. Hi, Em.
Akuma, can you come to the Star Heraldry room?
You're watching. I looked up at the top, and I saw them peeking in before they fell, and static filled my eyes.
The phrase I want to try and the phrase that possibly might be the key to unlock something is I want to attempt to on the podium build upon the depths of the Van Dials itself. What that will actually do, I have no idea. But
From the wording, it sounds like it would bring up that which has been buried.
if anything does happen, I'm hoping it brings up someone in particular.
I think that would relate immediately to the place, rather than the concept.
I have not said the full phrasing out loud, as I do not want to risk anything, but either I am right, and this is the key to something, or I am off, and it's one of my other theories.
Ari, when you look towards Winter, you see a faint outline around his mask and his cloak.
This is that you find.
But when you blink, it's gone.
That I have not seen students use yet. That have assisted with getting stars that needs their attention be seen. So it does not let me choose who is summoned. It is simply who's in dire needs the most.
Winter, I do not know if it is something that you were saying, but for a brief moment while you were talking, there was an outline around your cloak and mask, but it is gone now.
Outline? In what sense?
I do not know how best to describe a faint glow, but it was not...
What color?
What color was it? I wasn't told.
As for you, Valen. If you are in need of assistance with the game that you are going under, please do rely on me, as I have been trying to see what I can aid with also.
Yeah, because I forgot.
To help
Hi.
with getting the
So,
claws out
as
of your
you go out
brain.
to the stars that are watching over here, you can see the room.
Of course.
All the stones turn more silver instead of
Luckily, they're
the
the
soft
few
brown
leads.
tones.
So,
As in
because
front of
you
you
have the
will
most
appear
repercussions
3
on
different
you.
forms. You will see
Apologies,
one
but
of a
that is the one I will be
haze-like
focusing on,
mist
most my personal
held into
decision.
robes, kind of almost like liquidy
So it
mist,
is best to
but just
spread out
held
the
together.
others to also help with the
You will
other
also see a figure of encumbering flames. He seems like he's in the middle of an argument with something else that's not even there. And then you will see a little girl with a big red dress, holding some thread, sewing it through.
Ascension Fury.
Okay. That's okay. So I know 2 of them for sure.
Okay, go ahead.
First one's Ascension. Third one is Hexes and Curses.
Oh, Auntie.
Okay, the last one.
The second one I think is Fury.
That's Fury.
I could be wrong. I'm not sure.
Going to be honest, I would not summon Fury in the middle of an argument. I don't know. They want to do something, but what I want to do is perhaps too risky for me being comfortable doing other people.
I mean, Ascension or
this is going first.
Yeah.
Ascension or
And then the room would be cleared.
I'm gonna go with Ascension.
Alright, let me get the white man.
It's just getting comfortable.
Understood.
I need to update the bigger text with necessary.
You know, interesting thing. Has your book ever changed how it looks like?
It is written in by
Moss
the
usually talks to Hexes and Curses, so that's usually fine.
No.
I can already take
I mean,
this
has
on
your
if
book
you
full on changed in how it looks visually?
Not that I know of, so I don't really keep track of that. It might have, but I might not notice.
One time when I have a little blue book that I use to write my more sensitive thing, which I write in the language basically on the icon of that. And one time in a star room when I was writing down something I was very much not wanted to write down,
Hexes and Curses,
my book changed to this black book with golden trimming and this red orb in the center with a constellation on the back. But after the heraldry was over, it returned back to how it normally looked.
Has that ever happened again since?
No, never has. But at the same time, the situation of that heraldry was out of the ordinary.
I admit the only weird things that I've seen is the stars that write in it occasionally, and then the statics that happened when I wrote down her name.
Occasionally the stars write in mine, but also from asking my star to help me
Walk
with
around
writing
in our
in my book.
little area, so.
It's not something that I ask for, but I am thankful for it. Though I don't know all the names from all the
You gotta yell,
fonts
God.
and handwriting.
Yo, God!
Ascension, use your indoor voice or outdoor voice.
I'm using it. A single drop from the liquids above will drop down into the floor, creating a river effect, causing the whole floor to ripple. The floor returned to its starlight brazen as a figure emerges from the floor like a liquid pool. The figure will be wrapped in many different cloaks and very different robes. Their skin a very translucent nebula starlight.
Such things about that. We turned into a
And
childish
very
man.
transparent nebula starlight liquid substance with a red glow to it. Their head bubbling in and out, similar to a lava lamp. Their eyes sharp and looking down on you as they come into view.
I got basically them completely batted off of me by the pink one. And after
Really?
a annoying little incident with my neck where the thread went into my neck, I was fine, although it has left I believe a mark of them on my neck, although not necessarily.
This is actually my first time, so please do.
Pinks. I should collect pinks,
All the
not
time you need.
pinks.
So I would be careful saying the name.
If you
I
could
have learned when you write
answer
them
this,
or talk of
because I
them
know
as
this
I
will
know
be the first one.
on that.
Why
So
are
to
you
say
doing
I
that?
don't
If
say,
you
but
could answer that.
They actually taunted them kind of funny.
it is reckless, I would admit.
Have you ever watched Fate get hit over the head with an orb?
It burns and burns and burns.
I can't say I have, but it is quite humorous of an image, I admit.
I have not, but I will take your word for it.
Further and further and further.
I presume it was the orb of another star.
However, you're presented with two roads.
Sacrifice, I imagine them.
Pushing yourself beyond limits
The
and
heraldry
seeming
was
violates,
called to an end
or
by
burning
me,
yourself out.
and sacrifice.
I am observing
Very
to see
delightfully
which
forced them out
road
of the room
you
by
inevitably will
brutally hitting them over the head with a orb.
I mean, I can understand why they have quite a ire from what I've heard.
An
from the
interesting
wife.
choice of
Well, not from
method,
the wife, but of the
but
wife.
effective.
Because I asked not just about
Oh, they
you.
also hit another person over the head with the orb, but I
I'm
think
not
it's best I
allowed
not
to
mention which
speak
else with it.
Oh my.
Understood.
You must tell me this later.
But not us. Probably not. It was quite odd. They were neither a star nor a person that was initially in the room performing a heraldry, but a talent by our favorite red thread.
I see. I was going to imagine it was cats that many of the stars are unsavory tours for good reason.
I'm sorry for if it's taken a bit. I'm trying to go through a lot.
All the time you
I
need.
do actually
It's
have a... After it was all said and done, I actually did collect some samples of the liquids left in the room after the whole affair. So I do need to actually...
They lingered and did not dissipate.
Over me, or is it just...
No, when stars are injured, I've at least learned from the moon, their blood and such does not
As
actually
far as I'm
disappear.
May I assist with that? Apologies.
I don't know.
If
when I
it
get
is,
the samples,
but
I get them checked. I'm going
It's
to
not
ask
like
at least
they're obligated to
Legacy about the samples before, as he would be the one most knowledgeable in what they actually are.
True.
If you have any extra, would I be able to check what mana type the samples are using my body?
Denied. Some of what was in the room might be, infectious, so I'm being quite careful with what it was.
I do to improve myself to actually.
That is why I offer to assist with that. If it is blood, I can be careful witut getting it in me.
No, that's why I'm gonna get them checked first. The safe ones, absolutely. The ones that are going to corrupt you, no.
A little advice could help.
I'm appreciative of that. I mentioned more of the safe ones and making sure you make sure that is not.
Personally, whenever I find is unsafe, I'm going to get disposed of. I don't want it lingering around.
Very interesting.
Because how many sicknesses that keep getting mentioned?
Motivated by
Is it probably for the
the
best?
assortment of different wants and woes, whether good or bad, use themselves to push themselves farther and farther on.
But at least for some information, the only time I knew of it happening
already
before
have
this, the
a
moon
few
bled
good
this
motivations
silverish
that
liquid.
are already pushing you further and further on.
I do not believe fate actually bled anything from the altercation.
What will get you?
That does remind me, though.
First passing
I need to talk to Silas because he mentioned that he saw a partial of a compilation in the dream.
Will never be.
Yeah.
But I want to see which one of these match up with that.
The exact same that you once were. Some things that are lost.
I still need to figure out who was the other ones that people have left in the room to look at.
But that doesn't mean it will be a direct stop to your course. It doesn't mean it will be a hindrance, just a roadblock.
And we also need to update these stars, at least with the other ones.
Continue working on your body, working on your soul. Make sure you're not overstressed. Make sure you're not overdoing it. Remember the take breaks, but always keep pursuing your own values to push yourself higher. Do this, practice it well, and great things will be upon you.
I need also have those. Apologies.
No, go on. I was more thinking.
After this, so I will need to talk to Rowan and update them on the information I got. Because currently Rowan is the main lead I have for that star. And that should also hopefully help with the decaying of Insanity's mind. Some of the notes that she left behind were not the best, but I do not blame her.
Definitely not this
With a 17, your mana takes a minor dip,
at
but
some point,
not
I
too
do
badly that you're going to
actually
be
need to summon
immobile.
the Star of Silence
Just
again.
a little bit like a exhaustion,
let
like
me
you
be
just
so when you
finished
do.
working out a bit too hard.
Currently, they seem to be the main leading cause of the stars that are locked away. And the star counting sheep.
That seems to somewhat be their job. Well, for now, the next time I'm going to back to talking. Well then.
Okay. So, who wants to go first?
I managed to get mine out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh, this is either gonna go wonderfully or terribly, and we're gonna find out.
I wish you luck with this.
Before anything, are you summoning one of the Forgotten, or just the...
No. At least I'm not intending to. I am simply testing out a phrase, and if something happens, that'll be that. And if something doesn't happen, I have another star I need to talk to.
Okay. Is anyone going to attempt the Forgotten Star?
I know which one. A name that I was told by Marjorie a while ago. I want to test if it is their name.
Well, what's the name?
I'm unsure if I'm able to say it here.
If you say it as a riddle, a sentence that could define a bit, and you respond with a sentence that it also could define. That is the rules of that.
It's kind of hard to say as a
You need to leave some ambiguity.
Here's nothing.
That's the most important thing.
I called upon the depths and the shadows of the Vandiles to answer the summoning.
Sorry, repeat one more time? I'm really sorry.
I called upon the depths and the shadows of the Vandile to answer the summoning.
So, hold on, actually. Fuck you. Okay. So, honey, hi, sweetheart. As you call outwards, you're going to see the entire room start cracking. Black and ichor leaking every which way. A crack through the ceiling, a crack through the pillars, a crack through the flooring. It is just constantly cascading. And a large chasm starts forming in front of you as blackened claws start trying to grip onto the flooring with holes through his hand. And you just feel the ground tremor each fiber second as it just keeps trying to crawl outwards. And you're constantly hearing almost like glitching static, primordial screaming, echo chambering, and your eyes feel like they're just losing vision, like you're going blind. Cracks felt into your own skin as over and over again they're trying to speak, they're trying to cry out, but threading just wraps around them of white and just drags them back down over and over again. And as they're being dragged down, you will see that scratching white pupil looking at you before pulled down. As they're pulled down, you felt as if you were being pulled to your knees, like you were going to fall in with them as the summoning disables. The only thing you're hearing is just a broken sentence in a sound you're very familiar with by now. And then
It's fucking Gaster.
Question with what you said. Do I have to activate that?
yes. Your vision's going black. You can't see anything. For somebody who's so used to seeing in the dark, there's nothing.
Fucking hell.
Is everything
Even
alright?
with the summoning gone, there's nothing. It's just vacant.
Are you okay, Winter? He he appears to be blinded.
Winter? Am I allowed to approach?
Yeah.
I think.
May I take a... Your eyes are black and purple?
I can't. I wish I could tell you what it looks like.
Are you able to see anything when you hold your charm?
No, nothing. That's even gone from you.
Sure. Do you think the other vampire would know anything about that?
I don't know.
Not on the top of my head.
First off, let's get him away from the podium.
Right. I'm holding my hand out.
Operation of perception. So this causes blindness, and likely once they leave the circle is when the side effects drop.
I think whatever this is has something to do with, what were you calling them? Loss of innocence?
There's a step.
One more step.
We're now on the wood floor. The couch is ahead. You should feel it coming up now.
Ledge.
Okay, well, that was unexpected.
Yes. Hopefully temporary.
Normally
Did you have
when
an
the
idea that would
illusion
happen?
is altered,
Do you have an idea that would happen?
I'm pretty sure I nearly summoned the man who watches me, the man with the hole in his hands, the man behind me.
One made of glitching black boxes?
No.
We'll have to see if it fades. I'm uncertain about what... The only thing is this does feel similar.
Quick question, Siva. What was the
I
was
guess
there a
so.
color to that outline that
This
was
feels similar to
around
something
his?
else.
cloak and
It
mask?
seemed like an array of colors, so you're not able to tell what exactly it was from, but
Except it's clearly
because
not.
you're looking again at him, it's definitely not what he just tried summoning. Something else is going on.
Understood.
I'd love for anyone to describe to me, besides my pupils.
Your veins are blackened.
Like you're having a side effect of overcasting, but...
Actually, no, that's exactly what it looks like.
The
It
Overcasting
looks
of
like
I'm
you
not
Batman,
drawing
overcast it
anything,
dark.
right?
Not that I can see.
Additionally,
Can you head towards my voice real
the
quick?
the outline is back, but it is not from the
Right.
figure. It is multiple colors, but this does not appear to be connected to what just happened to
Is there
him.
stitching over your mouth? Can you go off for me?
Ah.
Your mouth is also dark
There is
blood. I do not know if that's common for your
another
blood.
No.
intervening
well, actually, my
right
blood
now,
is normally
potentially.
purple, but my mouth normally isn't.
Yes, so your blood is turned black and you're cracking similar to overcasting of black mana. But your fingertips aren't turning black, so it is not complete severity, but it is concerning that you've lost your eyesight. Normally it whispers an insomnia that is its side effects. But for now, I would suggest not casting any of your mana in case there's repercussions and side effects.
Not like I can cast much of anything when I can't fucking see anything.
I do not know how your casting works. Apologies, I did not mean to anger you.
Well, I can cast with my shit
Winter?
like this, but what?
My charm refuses to look at you.
Oh, that's great. Hold on. Hold on. You all might want to step away. Like, please step away. I can't walk away manually.
Okay.
He's about to talk in a language that will hurt.
Oh,
I know.
Going on. Can you say anything on what's going on? What's going on?
We asked this thing a couple times.
Please go on.
The first thing is, it's similar to what Silas has, but the opposite at the same time. It's not infectious though, so you can touch them without getting the infection.
I had wondered whether or not an opposite had existed ever since we saw Unity.
The second thing,
Since it's in opposition.
he said that if we want more answers about it, we would have to talk with Blossom instead.
Is there anyone who can?
That much I had said earlier as well.
Third thing, his blindness is temporary. It'll come back in time.
How much time?
Not
I don't want to hear soon from a star, not on the type of time scale they're on.
I can see if I can clarify a moment.
I can understand the tongues that he is speaking. It is the same with my father. They are mentioning it as an infection of sorts, so I don't know if it is good or not.
Is there a way to activate this while being able to see? Or
I see.
Yes. I wouldn't call that an infection, because infection implies it's contagious. That one's not.
That was what he was told in the tongue.
Consider it more a condition.
Yes. What do I have of it?
I am just the messenger. I'm not saying it is one thing or the other.
You don't know?
I'm just repeating what he is saying as I translate for you two, as I can understand this tongue. I am assuming as you can.
Okay.
Of course.
So, you say that this is
Not
bad
get
to
the
have,
answer
but
to
you
it.
can't move to a low case, meaning it will get bad to have.
It is bad, but it will get worse.
Can I get rid of it? Star of loss of innocence.
Yep.
And that might be in relation to the finding of light. As the stars that Rowan summoned is the only one who may assist with this. along with your mother.
Yes.
Is there any way we might be able
I
to
think
speak
they are
with
the
the
one.
Brinkley again in the...
Yes, Sanity's wife. Sadly, when she was summoned, she was caused some pain, so I do not know if he was in the same light as the others. As there was no laughter as the Queen of Bread was the metal, but they were dragged down painfully.
I'm so insane right
That
now.
was one of the summonings I had missed.
So they're not
I'm sorry?
Which of the stars went to
Wonderful. Okay.
Lost in the sense. The one that they would be done.
That is the nickname we are given them, as it is the act of doing so. We are not deeper into the court as the others, as they are awake and are allowed to still work. However, I do not wish to risk them to be into deeper trouble. That is why Auntie, Star, Hexes and Curses, is currently looking into her home to see if there is any leads to our prosecution. But that is currently a waiting thing, and not a favor, as I cannot ask her favors, but something of a beyond religion. I simply said I'd be happy if she is willing to do it for her own reasons.
Does Lawson have a family?
A wife. As well as they also have a creation and considered Rowan their son. They were one of their experiments that they made to help stop the Vandiles from straying too far.
So you're talking about Insanity's wife?
Yes.
Yes.
So
They are
other
Insanity's
forgotten
wife.
stars who have worked on other experiments with her.
Me.
Along with experiments with both curses and nexus. A few of which I mentioned.
I see.
I really wish to seek that winter's aura.
You're standing. I assume it's faded.
Yes. So, interesting thing. When I'm like that, apparently I'm so insane, no one wants to look at me or avoid Hot, so I was actually able to speak to them coherently.
Interesting.
So that is the infection of insanity and the decay of the mind.
No, actually, it is the counterbalance, counterpower to the light infection. It's an infection.
Similar to an acid that I'll counter. I do not
That
think
doesn't
this will
sound like a
medicine
counter.
forces.
That just sounds like something
It
of the
is
opposite
something
element
even
that's
ancient to the
equally as
stars.
I
bad.
don't. It's not actually. I mean, it seems like it is It is technically the opposite infection, but
Inverse.
it's also bad to have.
Can I also mention?
Yes, apologies.
When Rowan summoned that star,
Yes.
unlike the pink hair, they were actually a lot easier to summon. There was no
Along with the
game,
other
there was no
stars.
riddles.
Some might have worse sentences.
I do think
No,
there's a degree.
It is not only
Different
that.
levels.
The other stars that were dragged underneath when others tried to summon who's to watch them, they were dragged. But when Rowan went up there to summon the stars that watched over him, the stars that normally were dragged down were still standing.
I think it
So
has
it is
less to do with
specifically-
that and more about that some of them are paid more attention to than others. Which
That's
can
already
change.
a flaw in the system. If they are made by that star, unlike the others, it could be a
Yes,
similar
it
situation
seems-
to our friend here.
It seems if they do already watch you, it's at least a slight loophole in being able to bring them forward.
True.
I do think there will be a difference if you try to summon them by name instead of them watching you and then just pointing at them.
Is it actually does bring a case then?
I mean, someone could try.
I do plan to at least see.
I mean,
know
none
one
of my
watches
mana
me.
got taken, but I want to do a regular summoning after that. So, but I'm done for right now. I'm gonna sit down.
If I am allowed, Miss Sayori, I could try my special summoning to see if something may be brought to us. Last time it did get interrupted by Uncle, but it should be easier. If of course you're okay with that. I cannot guarantee if it will be a normal star or a forgotten star. I have no control over that, but...
It's the way.
Of course. And I
I
do
at
have
least
the
have a
stars
normal.
listed to his attention. Apologies, continue.
I was going to say, if we're going on to the heraldry session, I at
Let's
least
do
don't
this.
plan to summon one of the forgotten.
Aaron has a normal. Aerith, if you do want to summon, I bet you want to do it normal.
It is normal, yes. Though if someone is doing one that is forgotten, if we test whether or not my idea works, I do not know to state that I might be in afterwards. But that is more important to try.
So let's go with Aaron first, and then either Nue or Ropa after.
It's up to you.
If it is alright, I can go after Ananias, as I do need to talk to Rowan. So I may have to depart after that, but I will ask you to update me on the things that are missed so I may add it to the sacred text, of course. But for now, it will be your lead.
Yes.
I'm going to take a seat.
I just need to get something.
I know who I would try to call to for only two of them, if a different one other than those two appeared. I do not know who would be a worthy candidate.
I'm sorry.
Oh. It would only be if one of those two that we have seen. There was a third, but I do not know if there is one that would be important to try to bring to them in this manner.
I would probably say either
They were translating.
Kuro or
Sonia, as you call
Pink.
upon Minna, the entire room's going to coat
When we
itself
try.
in black and ichor as multitude of eyes open, but they slowly
Loss
close
of innocence
down as
or
slowly
the
informing
pink
in front
one
of you.
are
The-
the ones that I have
As you're used to her, the Eldritch Abomination, Minna, with
identified
her,
targets
with the stomach all
for
the way down her chest,
for
closed,
this.
and just a series of golden ichor sliced around her arms. But it seems like they've been slowly healing up as her eyes are just kind of half lidded, but she's looking. She's at least coherent.
Hello.
Apologies, my voice was not with me. Yes.
You don't look as well.
I will be, yes. Unfortunate circumstance currently.
I do have some questions.
Yes.
We'd spoken previously about a star that went missing.
Hmm.
I'm wondering if you know anyone that was close to them. Specifically, it was one you were surprised that we'd found.
Hmm. I would need a specific direction for who you're wanting to look into or get information about. So,
You don't remember
clarification? Which one? There's quite a few of them in that conversation we had.
Yes, it was one that went missing and you were specifically surprised that we had found them. But, need more clarification. Movement.
Hmm. What specifically do you want to know about that one?
Who was? Which stars were close to them?
If you're meaning the one that can move things to and from, correct? Twilight would be your guess.
Interesting.
Any of the
Which one is he
Whimsy
talking
may
about?
work,
Movement.
but Twilight was the closest.
No, I don't know.
But if you are wanting to know about the one that spoke in regards of a certain family member of yours within that same conversation, you may be best cornering consequences in a conversation. No room to lie.
Noted. Thank you. Additionally, from something you said before, you were curious about the fact that our star charms worked within a certain yard. Was wondering what you can tell me about that.
There. Are you meaning the one of ball and chain to certain individuals?
Yes.
Not even I can look in there. I know of its existence, but I cannot go in. Not my usual ways. It was a surprise because that means that tether goes hand in hand with an inmate.
Beyond those, I have actually some personal questions. We'd like to get a little quieter.
Whisper then?
Yes.
Apologies, I missed that.
Brainstorm the future questions to us.
Of course. I admit I will brainstorm some ideas myself, but I do not know who I will call upon. Just purely who need me. Hello, Lyra.
Who's being spoken with today?
Given permission to enter.
Abyss.
I was unaware of the permission being given. No one was out there to tell me.
So,
It is alright, Lyra. It is just the midnight who's being summoned, Abyss.
this area is free for spectators, right?
I'm sorry?
This room is free for spectators at the moment, right?
Yes, until you start doing some of the more dangerous stuff.
Ow.
Also, let me know, Lyra, when you can talk to music with
Also,
violin.
Sayori, connection.
But I will update you on the other
So,
connections I have finished
I've
getting.
asked about my connection. Well, the one you just saw trying to crawl out of the fucking ground. They mentioned divine hope, people who host parts of a star's domain. When I asked them about my relation to mine, they said I'm something else. I'm not their divine host, but I'm something else. And when they were being dragged down, it felt like I was being dragged down with
Let him
them.
know that I must talk to him. Perfect. I have something to tell him after I do this. I have information of his star, and they know the lead that will take
I
time.
have
Which one?
ongoing
The star, such as the act of losing innocence. Ow. I seem to hit myself on the face. Apology.
I had a feeling that there are some of us that are more than what they're letting on.
Is it the one that I was there for that we had first?
Is the one who
Because
follows
I'm
the
not
fussy
the
hand?
divine hope.
I'm like
But I'm something. I don't know what I am, but I have very clearly a connection to that star. Or is that even a star, or is that the manifestation of the depths of the Vandals itself?
That's truly a question.
Some sort of relation.
Would it not make sense if there's a star of that type of area? This is a star for the sun, the moon, the air we breathe, the
Maybe.
dance, the dawn.
I will also mention something. I have an idea. I got confirmation that that is what Destiny was hinting at, which would have liked a little warning, but whatever. I have an idea that while that is technically a correct summoning phrase, I believe I might be the only one capable of actually using that summoning phrase, since that was apparently what they were talking about with my unique birthright, with when I'm allowed to do a Star Herald.
Of course. I made sure to write it down too. Along with the others, with the warning.
Which makes me wonder, are there other people who have specific summoning phrases they're allowed to call upon? Is that because of specific relations with entities or stars?
It would make sense. Especially when the phrase of being blessed or gifted keeps coming up with different people.
Alright.
Yes.
So, Nui,
Interesting little tidbit that got brought up to me by Destiny when they were misunderstanding what I was asking them. Apparently Pink actually wanted me as their divine host. They just couldn't get to me in time.
What do you think?
Okay, spectators, please leave.
They just got in and they
Wait.
followed out.
Apologies. I'll be out shortly, you see.
Fucking wonderful to know I have an infection.
It is certainly quite a way to find out.
I mean, at the very least, from what it seems like it at least protects me from the light mana infection. And as far as I'm aware, I'm not contagious. So.
That was a light mana infection?
Yes.
Which star were you asking about? Was it one of the ones in the prior conversation or a different one?
The one I was asking about is one that we've met before. They are also one of the missing.
I see.
I'm attempting to not use their title.
Be honest, I was also
Who was the one that brought them forward initially?
Was gonna fall apart with what I was doing.
But
It at least seemed like the man was going to literally tell us.
it was their summoning.
Understood.
Interesting.
Which is also weird, seeing them so frantic. Every time I've seen them, they quite passive and calm.
Sorry. The gods were
Put
talking
together
about
at
air.
least.
Yeah.
Aaron, apparently
Seems
Aura wants you over.
somewhat feral.
Well, I guess to be fair, that's probably the first
before
time.
As of right now.
Who know how
Yes,
long they've
she said
actually
it
had a
was a
chance
quick
to fucking
one.
escape where they are. So desperately
But
clawing at
before
the
you
way
go,
out. I guess it's
I
not too
want to throw
surprising.
another thing out here.
Possibly.
There are a couple of people we could possibly bring in to get a Forgotten Star better. Would you like me to bring those people in?
Yes.
Is there one in particular that we'd be trying to best invoke?
Are we not going to do this mock trial first? So we don't have to continue to kick everyone out?
We're doing the mock trial. I can do the mock trial. I can call it Destiny.
I would suggest that first if we're just going to go back to doing heraldries.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to let Nui go first, so you can sit.
And where was Aura?
apparently right outside, according to her voidling. But the 4 people that we can bring in is Rowan for corruption, Roland for
Rabbit.
game, and then we can also do. Sorry.
I'll let you deliberate this. I'm gonna go see what Aura wants.
All I know is that if you wish for me to try what I have suggested, I do not know if I will be able to do it more than once. So if there is a preferred individual to try it with, that would be my input.
So if we go with yours,
I could
it would
potentially
be.
drink from my own mana pool for my summoning.
It's either going to be Rowan or Roland. That we can
Why
try.
are the names being brought up again?
Because each Rowan has a very specific one with innocence connection. Roland has a very specific connection with Pink.
The last time Pink was summoned, the entire storeroom was full of creatures asleep.
Pink might be a little much right now.
It almost definitely is. We put
I'm
things
really
aside.
not in the mood to take more risks, so I have no vote.
The less riskier one, in my opinion, would be Rowan.
Indeed.
So I can bring him in.
I need to talk to Violet, Mom.
Okay. So this is the plan.
Especially since we don't know what their state is after last time.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm still staying for everything. I'm not gonna take any more risks myself. I've had enough. I'll have a heart attack for today.
That is completely understandable.
I will go ask him right now, since you're going to be, well, with multiple people in here, so you should be fine.
Although, at the very least, if that ever happens to me again, we should actually get me to summon someone. Because since literally no one wanted to look at me, it would actually be the optimal time to do a summoning.
Could be another loophole.
It would be an interesting...
Not one I want to exploit.
Did not miss anything.
True.
To the skies above Sabakamamoto
Have I missed anything?
Let my voice go
No.
to you so your words
No.
may be heard
Just
once
started.
more. I branch my hand to be the bridge for a star in need. Please take gold and take my offering to make yourself known. Of course. One time.
Tell God to yell.
Not. Thank you. So, Ida, you get to pick two. Either A or B.
My
You
heart's
decide how
telling
fucked
me
you are.
A. I want to be super fucked. I'm hoping it's A.
Okay. So, as you reach out, you're calling to the stars that want help. You're going to see two forms start aligning. You're going to see one half of the room almost look like a jail cell. Stone walls, as one with bunny ears tries to reach out to you, kind of like a mother reaching out to their child before going unconscious. That is no longer an option for you. You're kicked out of the inmate cell. However, you see a female figure with a slight mist body, her skin filled with almost like an aurora borealis, her hair just the same, with chains wrapped around her skin, embedding further and further, as you're seeing spikes puncturing into her skin. But when you're reaching out to her, you're seeing slowly those chains loosen just a little bit. A little loophole, as some of those thorns slowly get out of their skin, almost like a reprieve, as the entire room starts filling with an iridescent light, the pillars turning into golden lights, the entire sky is itself filling as if in Terria's own skies. A soft chill exhausts itself into the room as slowly will form in front of you the Star of Unity. You are currently in Unity's domain.
Hello.
How is this possible?
Oh shit.
My name is Nue Socia. I
Which
offer
one is
my
this?
voice to those who cannot speak freely underneath the red queen.
This is Unity. They are worse off than Forgotten Court. Their domain has basically been destroyed, and they're being held together by destiny.
I see.
French wishes to kill them.
Then use mine to speak for you. I offer my hand and my voice to give you secret and
However, we've seen previously in the past summoning them and attempting to speak to them will kill them. This has never been really done before.
I've not even felt such relief.
I see.
I'm glad to have been able to offer you this. My condolences, this is the state you must be in.
It's new.
Careful.
Right. Right, everything's still new with the organs. It's really, really nice to be like It is a pleasure to see you, even if I can't see past you.
If you want, I can give you the readings. If you wish to see past, if you're okay, of course, to agree to the consent.
There's a phrase for that now.
There is. An agreement must be met. I, the summoner, to allow you past the confines of this circle. To be allowed to roam, you must consent your will in no way to bring harm, both mental or physical, to myself or the guest here. The break so will send you back till next time you are called for, or if a pupil is present. Is that disagreeable with you? Please take my hand and the conditions of this deal will be sealed. I trust you will do no such thing, but it is tradition to keep with it, of course. Apologies.
You're quite alright. I agree to the terms and services of my summoner to help them in any way I can, by exiting the circle and conducting only simple pacifism. Is that
Then you're
correct?
welcome in. Of course. You're free to roam in as you wish underneath Destiny's veil.
I need to quickly adjust my shackles. To be fair, I have not gotten to walk in centuries.
Also, if I may offer, if you are in need of mana, I do not know if I can heal a star, but I would like to offer if I can help with your wounds, or at least a bit of the pain.
You're okay. You're okay. Why am I laughing?
What's going on?
Unity.
Unity not summoned.
Unity, the star that was
And not
captured.
like how they
Not
normally-
Shane.
Well, it is
No.
true, son. A blessed star can undo the pain and corruption.
It's all my dear.
It's good.
Are you doing alright? You've got
On being summoned, they said some sort of phrase. I
Things
missed
like
several of the
this.
words, but Unity's shackles were actually released. They're actually getting relief. They're
I
able to
believe-
talk. We are inside Unity's domain.
I believe it was the
Really?
same method they had summoned with prior. This was one of the two that responded.
You're alright.
Take all the time you need, Europa. You're perfectly fine, dear.
Interesting.
I don't see how this is possible.
It seemed the
I'm
summoning
watching it, but
method, based off what was being
It can't
said,
be that easy.
was asking
They're
for
worse than any
one
inmate.
who needs help.
Anything it has to do with the phrase.
And there's still things we don't know.
I taking good care of you.
I mentioned before. I'm pretty sure,
Very good.
based on what
Also,
Destiny said, I might be the only one that can
Rowan
actually
agreed
use
to
that
the
phrase.
experiment.
You can put me into summon
Understood.
Do not push yourself, dear.
Then,
I
just
suppose
now
that
I would
make
be
sense.
trying to allow insanity access through me.
Additionally,
Hmm.
one of the questions that I had asked Emma, she had mentioned something about what Destiny had said previously in the deal with Luke. Something about the first light and dark.
He was one of my own.
Additionally,
There's a term we used to go by. At least, that we called certain individuals in the Vandiles. Divine of sorts.
I want to live.
In some cases, we give them part of our domain into them. So they can carry it.
the first light and dark from Midnow's words were not rulers.
It just means you have a stronger connection to me. Sadly, I cannot have my own, not as a mortal. The closest that we can get is Starborn. But we have had mortals in the past that some of us have been infatuated with. We adore more than anything in the world. But the most we can get is a construct to make our own child. Or a Starborn for them to adopt. So I let him go. I let him find somebody he could actually love. Somebody he could have his own that I couldn't do. And Europa was the name I gave. If I was to have my own. Even if you're not mine, I'm happy he had you. Even if you're not mine.
Consider you.
I may not last long here, but I want you to know I love you more than any star and mountain in the sky. No matter how many domains there are, no matter how many of the men and veins of this world go and die, even if everything decays, you are always going to be mine, and I love you more than anything. Okay? I want you to know that. Sadly, that does mean all my questions are over. does my summoner have anything left of me?
All I ask of you is take all the time you need to get a respite. I promise you we will find a way to free these shackles. You have my word on my name and on my blood. As a herald, I will do my best to rely on those I can. So all of you may be free, and the art return to how it once was in its former beauty. Thank you. Rest easy and rest well.
You as well.
It was an honor to meet
As she
you.
bows down, she'll take a step back, and as the room starts to dissipate, returning back to normal, you're going to see almost the size of her hand, crimson spike puncture right through her chest as she falls backwards, and the entire room is dissummoned.
I'll figure a way to unthink both. This will be a solution for now.
With a 13, your mana does take a major chunk down, but you will be fine after a bit. Just best not to cast for a good chunk of the day, yeah?
Does he have any special constellations when looking at his special sight and work like a wizard pin type of way?
Yep. Technically, you've now gotten Unity's constellation.
Thank you, Bestie.
During that, so as notice for you, when she was initially summoned, it was broken. It only got repaired when she made contact.
They will die now if anything happens to Unity. I promise to their blood.
Are you okay? It's going to be okay. We will figure a way to get there.
Oh shit! We're in the deep end of Star Heraldry now, boys!
Corey told me you were the last to speak up. So it is my job to offer my hand to those in need. We'll find a way, Papa, along with the others. It just takes patience. And while we bring distractions to multiple points of policy in the Red Queen's gaze, eventually more will seep through. And that's when we take opportunity to help those we can. She is not a cellmate like the others, but I think my theory is true. Tainted and corrupted by an altar of sorts with the Red Queen. So we have to figure out how to undo the bindings and undo the home. But it is one step at a time. But as my uncle always says, gamble and gamble till you get your answers. But be smart and wise with your decisions.
I've been told that one of the only ways to bring her back is to restore unity within the Vandiles.
I think we have a way to do that. For now,
What
we
is
deal with
specific
those
about
who are
their
disturbing it.
what is specific about their imprisonment is that their domain has been whittled away to nothing.
Mm.
In comparison
That might
to
be also-
inmates whose domains may still even be thriving. They're just
I
restricted
do
from being
apologize
in their domains.
for interrupting,
course.
but we probably should keep going because
Yes.
the connections we're starting to.
I'm going to go talk to Rowan, but go take a seat.
Irie,
Let's get.
Rowan's going to be joining us soon.
Okay.
If we are running out of time, then I'm gonna say it'd be best we hold off.
We can always do it next week, which will give chance for us to.
I
calm
think
down
he's
the
talking
ire.
about holding off that mock trial.
Currently. That's wonderful. Oh. Yes, do the mock trial another time, as if we're running out of time.
We can probably do it next week.
Yes.
So it would be the best as we've already hit so
I will go get Rowan then.
This would be the last. You're taking seats. We can make some good desserts for this week to help you cheer up a bit.
I believe Rowan.
I can go again, but
I
We're
planned
restricted on
on
time. I
summoning
don't plan to.
I plan on summoning trickery. Is what Destiny told me. I need to speak with them.
I see. You see, they will come to next to you. Of course.
But I've already gone with
The
my little
injury
task.
is
I do
not
not
the
want to
best,
hog
but it should
podium if
not be
someone else
enough to
wishes
cause
to go.
any permanent harm.
I did not plan on sewing today.
And I believe it is just Aerith's and what I want to do. But I've already
Yes.
went, so I'd rather Aerith go first.
Well,
Well, if they're retrieving Rowan,
I'd like to go
the
again.
test, if they are able to bring that one forth, I should try to do that first in the event that my summoning left me in a position where I am
believe
not
they're
able to
bringing you
try.
for the express purpose of your test, not to do summoning in of themselves.
Yes. Technically, what I am doing is not a summon in that
Yes,
situation.
but their presence might help.
Yes.
I don't like being blind.
No,
I can't imagine.
it's not great.
I still find it weird that, compared to the other one, literally no one wants to look at me. Not your charm, not the stars. No one wants to look at me when I have it active.
My guess would either be something truly horrifying, or it's a learned response because there's an effect.
Well, we can use it to our advantage, as much as I don't like when that happens. If it ever happens again, potentially I could summon any star, as,
'Cause you
well,
can't
they
be
might
seen.
not be able to
Has
look
a
at me,
special
but
ability to
no one
summon
can look.
stars to her directly.
Which means no one can
She is
outgive
going
her.
to be trying to summon insanity.
Right.
And if that works, that means we have a loophole where those two can be together, which means we could possibly get more information.
If yes,
That way we-
if they could communicate, then they would have more opportunity to talk.
Yes. Which means more
So what-
information, we can help.
So we're both doing something, or
I am not technically doing a summoning. It is just when I call out to one, they hear me and they can come to my location. We tested this recently.
okay.
I am not in a position where I can ask them questions, it seems. But if they were brought forth and invited to speak using my senses, my voice, I am not technically asking them any questions. I am just acting as their messenger. A bridge.
Correct.
If they are able
anyway.
to appear, that means that we would have a way for them to
Come here real quick.
access the space that is otherwise restricted to them.
What is the
Politics.
thing that you used?
The prayer I did before summoning Unity.
Yes.
It is a prayer I've been using for a while since I was learning it. There's a few others that are like it. One of selfishness of resummoning a star. And then there's that one. And then there's the truth that you must speak when you let in a star. That way they cannot do any harm.
So,
I don't know what I should do.
so
So
be safe about this to hopefully help her. Let's try to use. We'll have you repeat what Nui says,
yes.
I can
and then
go up
call
there, but
upon her.
I can give you the second verse when choosing who to summon. If you would like, we share the same mana, so I can stand next to him. You, the summoner, will put in the mana, but I will be the guidelines you follow, one line at a time.
Is that,
That way.
fine?
Yes, that should be fine.
The issue I now have to come across is with the selfish request one. You called to the title or a nickname, as I did with Auntie last week. So, We will do the nickname we have given the stars that is not repercussion. The star that is the act of losing one's innocence.
What?
We are summoning the stars that you summoned prior, no?
Yes.
As they are currently a cellmate, we have to be careful when saying their name. So the Leish is less tight than the other stars. When it comes to this and the Red Queen's Eye are currently being honest from our last two precautions, it is safer to be safe than sorry.
Okay. So, not their name.
You can simply say again the stars that watch over you. They should appear again, and from there you can point.
But I
if we are
want
trying to
I
resummon
want
someone.
to use Nue's one to see if it's a bit safer.
The phrase?
Yes.
The second verse,
case,
the
it should
first verse
still-
does not let us choose. But the
That
second
should
verse
still let you
requires to
avoid
give
the
the
name.
name.
I'll be right back.
Oh no, the first verse does not let us choose who we call upon, it is who wants us most. But the second verse is one of selfishness and requires the title. Then there's the agreements to be let in upon, as it is to ensure the safety of the summoner and the guests, as you are removing the safety net that is the circle around you.
Interesting.
Apologies for my rambling.
No, it's informative.
It is better to be fully informed as to the purpose of each of these customs.
Exactly. I'm not
I
well
admit I-
informed with all of this.
It is okay,
And
many
I am
people are not.
apprehensive for safety.
It is an art that has been erased from the Vandiles for a reason.
So, are we ready to do this then?
I am
Yes,
ready.
I will speak to you line for line for the second verse. And then when we
If you
let them
could
in,
just-
I will read you line for line.
So we both are.
Where should
if
I
you run through
be
everything.
for this?
You want to be outside in the circle.
Understood.
So, okay. So we're all straight. Aerith, you will be outside. Rowan, you will be channeling your mana and repeating what Nue says.
I will speak slowly line for line for you. If I go too fast, please do let me know.
Yes.
Okay.
And that is all?
Hmm?
That is all?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Let us go, dear. So you channel the mana and you... No, of course, kid, it's fine. As you channel your mana, you will clasp your hands together and repeat after me.
Together. Should I start?
Yes. Hands together, we say. To the skies above, severed from our mortal isle.
Through the skies above, severed from our mortal isles,
Let my voice call to you, so your words may be heard once more.
let my voice call to you, so that your words may be heard once more.
I have but a selfish request, as I call to you.
But a selfish request, as I call to you.
Star of the act of losing one's innocence.
Stars of the acts of losing one's innocence.
You offer your hand out. Please take my hand, and may my offerings be sufficient for your time.
Please take my hand,
May my offerings
and may my offerings
be sufficient for your time.
be sufficient for your time.
So, as you call out to the stars that beseech your help, you will get. You know what? Hold on. Fuck me. Okay, you will get two options here. One you have a stronger connection to, which is the woman of the large hat that you saw last time. From a Nat 100. Fuck you, by the way, Mason. And a second one that you will see, which is almost kind of like insectoid along her frame, with kind of like a beetle-like horn out of her forehead. Both of which being chained at their wrist, held down, but you can call either one.
That's a new one.
I think it is best to continue the plan.
I would not
But it is
know
good
who
to
to
know
bring
that-
forth for the other.
Extend your hand out to the one we wish to call, as her taking yours is a way to break a bridge. Yes.
You may be thrown from the circle doing that.
That is okay.
So as you reach your hand out to her, you're going to see, because you're not 100, fuck you, Mason! As... so much. As you reach your hand out, you're going to see the shackles break off as she reaches her hand out, taking your paw. Going forward as the entire room morphs itself into that of a cell room, scratches along the walls just like last time, keeping tally. And Nue, you're going to be thrown out of the circle.
I did warn you.
I know you did. Ah, Minnie.
They did that to me last week.
I know. I informed Insanity of it since they were very angry with you. Not you, but the
I'm
other.
good. I'm doing the thing.
Yeah, are you doing it now?
Yes.
Got it. Okay, 1 second. Just
That's
vocally
very
say
nice.
what you're gonna like. Your who you're trying to call upon.
And what is it that you wish?
Star of Insanity, though we have not met before, the one you seek is before us.
You may always have.
If you wish, you may use my senses, my voice if you must,
appreciated that.
to join
glad.
us and reach out to the one that you seek.
Okay, so as you call out, as Aerith calls out to Insanity, you're going to see a part of the wall just start cracking as a tear through the walls start echo chambering. One to the left, up, down, everywhere in the direction, and it keeps being sewn up until right behind Aerith, a entire tear through pulls out of the cell as by the power of the Joker and a Nat 100, Insanity.
I don't believe they can see beyond the circle yet.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't think they can see.
No, I don't think that we need it then.
As they make contact, the border around the podium just starts cracking and cracking, sending ripples across the room until it just eases itself out. No more tremors, no more shakes, as technically a loophole has been found. Aerith, your core is gonna start shaking the more they're making contact, the more that they're closer together. The more that this room is staying open, your core is vibrating. It is starting to even bang against the walls of your frame.
Aerith.
Let us let them in. Yes. Is he speaking of
They
lies?
might need to be at a distance.
Mason. Rowan, apologies.
This connection is for me.
This is the next part, alright? You're going to
You may
make
be
the
taking-
start to let them in, okay?
I can't actually say that name.
Get their attention as soon as these lines, alright?
Results that are negative.
I don't understand.
We're going to let the star in, similar to Unity. I need you to get her attention so you may read these lines to her. We need to be quick. Apologies.
I need your attention.
An agreement must be met for.
An agreement must be met for.
I, as a summoner, to allow you in.
I, the summoner.
This may relieve you.
Past these confines of the circle.
Understood.
Confines of the circle.
To be allowed to roam, you must consent your will.
To allow to roam, you must consent your will.
In no way bring harm, both mental and physical, to myself.
In no way bring harm mental or physical to myself.
Or the guest here.
Or the guests here.
To break so will send you back till next time you are called for. To break so will send you back.
To break so will send you back.
Till next time you are called for. Or if a pupil is present.
Or the pupil is present.
If that is agreeable with you, take my hand and the conditions of the seal be sealed.
If that is agreeable to you, take my hand, and the conditions of the deal.
The seal will be sealed. Yes. You will be let in.
As she says yes over and over again, there's going to be shackles are wrapping around her wrist, digging into her skin, pulling it down as it rips your contact. The barriers go down, so people can technically come into the podium, but she's rapidly just getting more and more pulled down as the ceiling of the entire cell starts filling with static like mist. And Mason, you're going to start seeing cracks along her body. You're the only one that can see this.
Who is doing this? I think we should stop.
Yes.
I see them
connection.
breaking.
Then cut it now.
No.
They're coming.
It is the...
Sends them back
They're
before
knocking.
repercussions are called.
I have to send you back.
You've definitely drawn too much attention.
I know. I definitely have.
Tell me. The judge is coming. I have to leave.
I send you back.
I'm not risking this. End it.
As you dismiss her, the entire room starts returning back to normal as you hear the sound of a door opening before everything just goes back to normal. Mason with a nat 20, you're fine. Fuck you.
That seems I did it like close.
We did it in zero order. We had to have brought the barrier down before forcing another variable into it.
You see?
We definitely have attracted too much attention now.
Yeah, no more risk.
If we are to
Not
do more
until guards are lowered again.
No, once again, give a week or so to let things cool down.
Not only that, Winter, if I may. If we are to look more into the stars in the upcoming weeks, we must focus on the other stars we have not touched yet. We have brought too much attention towards the pink one and this one. So for now, we need to focus on the others that we were given a list for.
Of course,
As
I
attention is
plan
brought
on
to them, we can
next
jump
week
around.
focusing on, well, the one I wish to free.
For now, we do that. I still have Lyra and Violin focusing on music to get the last information for that one. And then for you, I do need you to talk to the one that is responsible for keeping things down. It does not have to be in regards of which star specifically, but if you must enlist the other ones we have not talked to yet. Next time we do this, we need to let them in first before we allow any variables into the circle. It might have brought too much attention and causation for it. But we had no way of knowing, so there's no worries.
We at
But now
least
please
know
take care
that
of
it
yourself too.
works.
I'm going to look into the judge.
Please do.
Yes.
Are you finished with your
It-
business number?
What?
It means
Actually, that surprised me.
this at least.
Ari, your core is going to feel dampened. Like it feels like a bit of your mana has gone with it. But when you were in the quote-unquote inmate cell, you felt multiple signatures of stars. She's not the only
May I
one.
do my summoning?
And you felt a tether to two of them in there. And before you left, you saw 2 star signatures about to open that door, not just one.
I was.
One more time?
If time allows, may I do my summoning?
You can do a summoning, yes.
Okay. Then.
That was different from the previous time that took mana, but there was a tie to 2 inside of that place, and there were 2 that were approaching that door, not 1.
It's incredibly taxing to get to 2. It's only through a loophole that was not summoning 2 at once, which would kill you.
It could be as most of these. I don't know.
I called upon John, the Star of Trickery.
If they are not around, it may be safe to assume.
For those sake of
Hey, Harry. When Shiny disappeared, since you were her summoner, you hear faint cries as though she was crying.
Understood.
It's good to know. Did not see anything. I just noticed that they fell on his chains. But sadly, Auntie did not. Would look into what they could.
I believe it was numerous signatures, but she felt 2 approaching that door.
Harbinger. Fancy seeing you.
We're back.
Oh, they got him.
You have to say see me. Now I die because you said see me. Of course you... Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Anyway, don't act too surprised.
No, it's fun to act.
Fair enough. Then... I suppose you have an inkling of what I'm here to talk to you about.
A little bit. Does it have anything to do with the fact that insanity just ran out like a bat out of hell?
Void out of any time. Why now? Anyway. What did you say? Not a question.
Oh, I said, does it have anything to do with insanity running around like a bat out of hell?
No, actually. So, how do I... Let me propose a hypothetical question.
So...
Ooh, I love those.
Before you can get your first question out, a flying bot just comes out and fucking cleans to you. Sure. John, they're both there. They're both.
What?
I just saw her. I saw her. I felt her. Yours too. I felt her. I felt James near. They're both there.
You're gonna start talking.
Oh, do you not know what happened?
Room's on yell. When she said gains, there's going to be a crack in the room before it slowly stitches with green strings.
I'm making sure we're on the same page. If you want me to answer you something, I would suggest you tell me what you know.
That can have a lot of meanings. What do I know about what?
The situation. I don't have any ulterior with it. I'm simply, if you want to know the situation, inform me of what you are aware of.
All I saw
It seems to be my man.
was a portal here in front of insanity, which she took immediately. Rest of that, you all disappeared from my sight for a while.
A practitioner of older star heraldry gave some words for someone to say, and they called out to a star in need, which happened to be someone very close to someone in the city.
It was her. It was her.
However, after a special type of homunculus did a little thing, and they were let in this area, apparently one of the practitioners of the law started to appear.
John, it was her. She's the one who let me in.
I didn't think you could see out.
Oh, I can see now. Especially that one.
Well, go figure, but...
You seem like the type that likes deals. How do you let me?
Depends. Why?
I want a better look at that one.
I'm not going to do the silly phrase, but do you agree not to cause intentional harm, mentally or physically, to anyone in this room.
Yep. Want to shake on it?
No, but you are let in.
Perfect.
I haven't even asked a question yet.
He did not use the phrase properly. He skipped
Hi.
forward and didn't do the most essential part of the handshake. I do not know if it counted or not.
Verbal consent shouldn't be required.
Sure, we will.
Oh. You shouldn't try that again for a while. A little shaken and stirred there.
Yeah, it kind of
It hurts, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, it hurt.
Just in case.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's also makes it be responsible.
You even have the shears. Well,
The what?
The ones used to cut strings.
Also, insanity, I'm sorry about that if you're upset.
Oh, you're fantastic. You're a little way out.
Pardon?
You're a way out of this silly little game. Oh, this'll be good.
I'm not sure if I understand, but it was a simple idea was all. If the one you were looking for was here, I would have tried to call to you in the same way.
Oh, you should.
I haven't even asked a question. I'm fine.
You absolutely should.
John. She's asleep there.
No, you see her too. Every way out is also a way in. You should try that again.
Okay.
I think it will help us with the trials. So that is the goal.
No rooms are all nearby. In that place.
Next week, Quinta is going to.
There were two that I felt tethers to in that room. I could not tell who they were.
The acts that cause them to be guilty.
Them,
we need witnesses and countermeasures.
and knowing there were two that were coming to see what was happening before it was ended.
Two?
Two approaching the door.
There's two judges.
To be back.
One felt... I felt something with one of them. I'm not too sure what it was.
We know of branches who to talk to as we know. If you think of it, they get married.
It's more than we've gotten in so long.
Israel, I've seen some pictures of them.
Then, this was a good thing? I hope.
This was a very good thing. You did a good job.
Understand.
I'm excited.
No, I'm glad that it is exciting. I only wanted to help her find who she was looking for. The same for all of them.
Well, I look forward to seeing what you do.
Understood. Are you okay? I'm sorry you had to see them like that, but I hoped you were able to say what it was you wished to.
Well. Oh, no, it's lovely seeing you, Alice.
It is in relation to the storybooks, then. I admit that those the names that you called Valen and Rain, I've been looking into many children's stories. Can't understand a bit. But the name is Associate. It is a pleasure to make your formal acquaintance. Apologies, I could not sooner.
I'm well aware of who you are.
I had a feeling with your green doll in the lap or some. But I was not able to take their hand. Not yet. But in due time, as the circle continues and the game goes on, I just have to be very careful with it.
Oh, you do. But I was watching you before that.
I will have to ask
Well.
next time then. When the stars align.
Next time.
In that case, I have kept my sister waiting long enough. Oh, there you are.
Icus, Shepherd. Lovely to see you.
It seems I have figured out my name and their eyes as a story and how it goes.
But I've been sustaining this without my summoner, so I'm probably gonna leave.
Right. Maybe the void might have taken.
I mean, I guess I can keep it going longer. You know, I think technically this is breaking a rule, but I'm not sure which one.
His energy might be still be here. It's
Or something else.
Apologies.
kind of hard to say.
I feel like I wanna know.
I think the, dangerous things are past.
Those are goblins like right out there. I
Get
kind
all
of
the
want to
energy
grab them
out.
now because of Trickery being here.
They are likely on their way out. The one that summoned them is,
Winter is,
Flux.
yes.
Zirin.
I don't think it would be for the best.
Have a jaunt. Pandora.
Especially as it could not do its proper
I'll say I
thing,
don't
but...
roll for you then.
Especially because the eve is almost here.
Yes.
Oh, that would be fun.
I believe he has remanifested.
Good ideas. Oh.
Even though I'm back, bitch.
Would you like to lead the way?
We're not done.
Well, you summoning us or not?
I'll re-hang up my attires downstairs.
What the But you know, I'm really not having it today. Fucking first I got dragged to the depths, now this. Anyway. Oh.
Should I be going?
You are.
Need to turn this up. There you go.
You are fine. Like I said, the
Ooh, I'm
risky,
that angry now.
the risky things may have passed.
My fun.
May isn't a guarantee, which is why I'm trying to be careful.
We're having a
There's
wonderful
no
day
more
today.
intentional attempts to summon in
I did it.
alternative
Hit the fucking
manners.
podium again. This is just going swimmingly, really.
It's on for all of us. You're doing a good
Okay,
job. And it's off.
so you have been sufficiently informed, I assume, and everything while I was gone.
Yes.
Okay. Now, considering everything that was talked about before, I am going to assume that you want help with the name that was important to you.
Yes.
Okay. If the
Am
void
I
would stop
allowed
killing
to
me.
grab
Well,
Roland?
I'm
He's
planning
outside
work.
the room and I feel
I'm
as though
planning for the
you know.
win. So, let's say there was a man who quite liked shadow plays, and they had an assistant.
I've been told.
What would the name of this
And
assistant
I've been
be?
told that dangerous things should be good now, because there's some people waiting out there. Or possibly there, so. I thought it's Sayori, but I'm not sure if it's Sayori. Yeah.
I think technically she's still in here, but
Yeah, that kind of can't ask them either way, even if they're in the room telling them.
if you want to, you might want to ask in the DM channel. You might be able to.
Let's say there was a man who was fond of
Let's
playing
see if
in
I
games
can-
of theatrics.
I can go and
That
ask
sort
in
of
there
thing. And they
without
had
fucking dying.
an assistant that helped them with those sorts of things and played along. What might that man name or call his assistant?
Here's the question: Is Roland in a good relationship with you?
He calls Trickery Grams and the other one Gran. They're related in some fashion. His mother had a statue. That's why I was wondering.
Looking for the word master.
If he could come in, but as long as he stays quiet. If he's asking to come in,
Okay, now get only him.
Did
So
you wanna
there's
say-
still a couple people out there, but that's about it.
Oh, I said
Now
you
tell him
looking
to
for
be
the
quiet before.
master.
Wait, give me just a second.
I'm looking for just a regular name, not anything they have earned from the shows they put on.
Indeed.
I'll make sure that nothing bad happens.
There's not much you can do. That I know of.
I'll keep a watch of it all.
I'm pogging into the infinite, by the way, about what I have done. I have fucking just probably revolutionized the game, baby. I'm fucking here.
If you were to equate who you were asking about to an animal, which one?
A female assistant.
Mm-hmm. And the animal?
Oh, the animal. I was asking this to an animal. Is that what you were asking? Just to make sure I'm on the same page?
No, I'm trying to figure out. There's a couple different answers, which is why I'm trying to clarify this down.
This is such a bother, but too much attention, so I have to be careful.
Are you talking
So you were
about
asking... Yes. It's fuck subtlety.
That's one way to do it.
Asking them.
What?
Roland, are you aware you're
The woman's
floating?
name. That's what I was asked to get.
Because I can float, that's why.
Oh. I did not see any active casting. Understood.
Why do you want that?
A
I don't need magic to
recommendation
float.
from
I'm just naturally buoyant. I
one
can just
fond of Vol.
go higher and
For
higher. I'm not going to. I don't want to hit the
helping
ceiling.
them and
But I can't just float. It's a
directly
vampire
being
thing.
pointed in a
I
certain
see.
direction by
Understood.
them for that information.
Her name is Oriana.
Thank you.
I like how they looked at me. I'm just like, no, Oriana, not Ariana. Different. Don't look at me like that.
Yeah. Question then. Next one.
Mm-hmm.
Of your co-workers, are you aware of any who might have been close to one of vision and one of sight?
There's a couple. You could ask around the circles of the academic court. Additionally, one I'd say you'd know pretty well, considering you're one of theirs. And I mean, sometimes I see Midnoon Sven, the girl dead. Stop being so angry, it's right.
So then, my final one for you. How would someone much like a mortal possibly retrieve legal records?
That depends a lot on, hypothetically, cases. Sometimes it's far more difficult.
Where, on just if you'd like to answer me, you can. But where do you like to visit, Trickery? On the sea. Where do you find yourself being fond?
Oh. Well, on the names
It's
you
not
know,
that. It's the fact that she was allowing someone in a place that was not meant to allow them, and they were in contact with someone they were specifically being kept away from. So it is more that it was probably her mana sustaining, giving them
and a couple you can't get into.
an in to somewhere they should not have been allowed
Fun all
into.
around.
You think anyone would be willing to get a postcard or pictures for me?
She
You know,
ripped a
I'd like to see
portal
the signs.
open for them effectively by nature of her ability to pierce the veil. In order for them to be able to reach her, they had to get in. And so she was a loophole in that they were coming to her and she just happened to be there.
So you did hit your limit. Although I do want to hear where this is going.
Well, I suppose just my curiosity of if I'm not allowed to visit certain places, you know, I'd be appreciative of someone willing to show me what they look like, or just, you know, the places they are, all of that sort of thing.
Everyone loves a postcard.
Of course. Postcards have all sorts of fun, you know, where the details on them. Would even put them in a briefcase.
Think of one of the places you're looking for. I can't go there. You can't go there. But there are two that can. 2 stars. You know them quite well. They're new.
They're new. I'm going to assume one of them is a person who has recently bought an office chair.
Not that kind of new. They're fond of gold.
I see. Then that'll be all. Thank you.
Mercy and truth, maybe?
In that case. Anyway, bye-bye!
Look, if they think.
What the fuck?
Look, do you think?
Oh, I'll okay, fucking.
His brain is broken by the laws of reality. He is out of sync.
have to talk to Truth, then I'm gonna talk to Truth.
Information. Yay.
Indeed.
I'll have to talk to them later.
They might be quiet for a little while.
Talk to who?
Europa.
Oh.
I'm wanting to speak with them.
I
Because I'm wanting to try and see if I'd be allowed to look through the charm they had like I have before. As
So
I wanted to check in.
I see.
I'm thinking. I don't know what Winter asked for their first question exactly. I'm assuming it was possibly relating to Gran and the Forgotten Court in general, which means that there's only 2 particular stars who can go between the Forgotten
I'll
Court
catch up with some of you after this. I have another appointment.
You're very
Make sure
loud.
you're not,
Of course.
Yeah, you're still being loud.
I will say.
New stars. So what are they?
But thank you
New
for the
discovery or
assistance,
new
by the way.
domain?
New as in.
I would thank you the same. Are you alright?
I have some ideas.
While they were in contact with one another, the strain was causing my core to physically shake against my vessel. It was...
That doesn't sound good.
It was considerably painful, yes.
Also, the postcard
But
bit
it
was
was
very smart, yes.
worth it to allow that to happen.
Can't exactly.
Because it means it will work for
say what we want
others.
to outright.
Under lock and key, I need to speak with the
I
Thank
do
you
not-
for bringing them comfort.
someone who does not belong to get better information. So
That was the goal of it.
I will
To
say
try to bring one who was seeking to
if you
one
want
who
to
was
argue them with
lost.
the New court. Do not say it outright.
I hope they will
Use
be
phrases,
found.
analogies. Because if you do, you put too much attention on us and bad things happen.
me and Nue have used the riddles to communicate about that.
That is smart.
Going to have to go and figure out.
Whatever the case may be, it was different than the time that this was tested to bring a star forward. When I brought a...
Straighten your posture.
I wanted to tell him
Not
about
a good
I
day
met in
to-
Salem, and I wanted
It
to
is-
tell him about Ellen.
um,
And the shit he told me about
the-
brother.
Today was not a good day to advertise.
When I tried this before to bring
We
forth
had
a
this
star,
earlier today, and they might
I
have
was not
forgotten
asking
some
questions, and therefore there was no strain upon my
Gran?
mana.
No,
Doing this,
that's not
however,
okay.
it was not... There were no questions. I was simply the bridge, effectively, but it seems that it took mana nonetheless, which means that something was different about that circumstance. Likely the price to pay for allowing them into that space.
I was going to remind you about that.
I was technically defying the limits of visitation.
Do not think he.
But just giving him a pie. Just giving him a pie.
I believe
is
they
not
didn't
really-
really expect visitation.
More than likely. Hopefully that does not hurt her.
So that means you can make a fresh one that isn't going to be burned.
It definitely looked as it did.
Took a while.
I saw
to
them
make that pie.
start
I was
to
making it
crack.
slowly, so it was very
I
good.
was worried they may
I'm depressed.
You can
now.
give it to
worse.
others.
I see.
You can give it
It's
to
on the
other people.
floor. Oh, I have to clean it up. If anything, it fell. Is what it.
Hopefully they will make it through this then.
Ice is slippery.
If there is a way to do that without
I think so. I didn't realize
drawing
someone
the
had,
notice
so in
of
a
the
panic, I mass dispelled, and I
ones
think
who were
then got
approaching,
rid of the cube I placed it on.
that would be the most ideal
How to hide
circumstance.
from ones they can see most.
So we have a name potentially, though. Potentially.
Maybe.
It could be for someone else.
Chat, is Siva, did Siva go to AA?
Out of this room.
I do not know if it's.
I believe you were able
It will help
to
us not
depart
long
at this
enough.
point. I'm not sure if there will be more summoning.
I see, okay.
If you need me,
There's
you can
a lot
always ask.
going on that we cannot tell some of you.
Thank you. Again.
I just want to talk with Gran. I want to help her get out of whatever jail cell she's in. I just want to find my family and learn about the history of the world, but I gotta talk to Jin when I get the chance.
Jin?
Next week.
Yeah, Jin. Next week, I'm gonna put the request in.
There's.
Yeah, Jin.
Skin.
That was one I intended to want to speak to as well.
G-A-N.
G-E-N.
Again.
I will say
Yes.
if you say it with a incorrect name or phrase, something else could happen.
You very
Yeah,
much
that
need to get
could
the
work.
star names correctly. Either that or just say the Star of Knowledge and Scholars. You can also just say the title.
Titles, yes.
Things got a lot more complicated for me after that.
It keeps sounding to me that Star Herald is only gonna make things more.
What had
give you more
happened?
questions than answers.
If I may ask.
I appear to have enabled a loophole in visitation to those who are locked away. I allowed insanity to reach the one they were trying to find.
Oh, you found corruption?
You let her see her wife?
Yes.
They
My
were able to speak and hold each other for a bit.
my
That's good at least.
ability to
Nice that she
speak
got
to
to see her.
stars and be heard seems to even enable the ability for them to enter a place they should not be allowed to access, but it may not have come without potential costs. It drew the attention of two who were approaching that place.
Oh.
What they had called
Judges
judges.
of them.
You okay? You okay?
To instantly just eyes open. I was like, hello?
Liar, liar. It's
Still
okay.
big.
It's okay. He's
We can
part
make-
owl. He's part owl. It's okay.
Shikari and his wife.
That's what I was
They can
thinking.
let them
He-
speak with her.
it's
I don't know your
he-
name, but like they said, it
Aerith.
might come at a
Aerith.
cost.
It drew a lot of attention, but it seems that it drew a lot of interest from Trickery. He said it might be, in his words, a way out of this game. A way out is a way in.
At least down the line.
Oh, it is grand.
At
Okay,
least
hang on,
one
hang
of
on, hang on.
the multiple games. There are multiple.
Ah.
I believe he is watching over you now since he is.
It is more than likely, given that he seemed extremely excited by what it was that I had managed to do. I
You
just
might be
am
seen as a trick in his eyes.
possibly.
Something unique. Or
All,
within his realm of interest.
all I know is that I definitely should not do that for a bit of time, regardless of if someone brought one forth or not, because their mere proximity to each other and perhaps insanity being there at all was causing my core to vibrate to the point it was slamming against my neck.
I see. It's not only downside to the user yourself, but also to the
It's-
story, possibly.
It might have been
After what
because they
happened to him.
were so close to each other. It might have been different if they maintained proximity, I am not sure. I would only be able to know
Possibly.
with a repeat trial, but it would require another to be brought forth and knowing who to bring within the region, but more importantly, how to buy us the most time to prevent attention being drawn upon the inmates.
On
But there
top
were-
of, we did do a few other things beforehand.
I had
So
felt
maybe we did it again before
It-
we had.
I had
other
felt
things.
a tether to two of them in there, but I do not know which two. But there
We
were
need to
two
let
that
the
I
heat
felt
die
drawn to.
down.
Indeed. At minimum,
We
a
have
week,
brought too many eyes.
but
We have
possibly
brought too
more.
many eyes on ourselves. I will tell you what happened to me when I had tried to
Maybe Jin can help with trying to break those, I guess.
convey one of the forgotten courts, as it may help you avoid these circumstances. It is
Understood.
also part of the reason why my arm was at that stage a few weeks ago. We will talk later.
It may not necessarily be today, but I would like to hear you if I have time before accompanying Miss Sayori to Yanshi. But I imagine this will be something they wish for me to do again in the future. Even the stars find it important.
This we may break through yet. I did not know what leads I was going to follow, but this may be one lead that can be available to us in order to free the Forgotten.
I'm sure it will be talked about more. As for the potential repercussions of what was done and how best to make use of the fact that we know this is possible now.
Yes. We need to approach this slowly and carefully, methodically and safely.
For now, I am going to depart this room.
Because even if we have the veil up, and even if
yes,
no stars, unless Legend cannot pass this portion,
good work.
Stars can still visit
Thank you.
here. They just cannot harm however some of them cannot.
I'm going to remain for a bit longer, but then I'll probably be heading to AA shortly. I did not think I was going to be doing this today, but it seems that I have unlocked some fuck shit, so oopsie. It is... I believe it has come to an end for now, but it has brought a lot of questions about how to best make use of what was learned today. That is for certain. Hopefully in a way that is either less noticeable or less resonant. Though I will do that again if I need to. Now that I know that it is a possibility, it is possible it might have been that they were in such close proximity. I won't know until it is done again.
If you ever do need help with them, the developer should be willing. Although, I do actually have to ask, what was that happened to you back there?
While they were in the room, whatever was allowing them to open the way in was causing a resonant vibration within my core to the point it was actively hitting the walls of my neck. Before, when I had done that, it didn't have any effect. It was more likely what was done to allow them to enter that room, that it was actively rejecting a restriction put on the area. And the one who was bearing the cost of that was both the one we were speaking to, as well as the one who let them in, which was me.
definitely take at least as long as you can to rest. You definitely shouldn't be doing that anytime soon. No.
I'm not attempting that for at minimum a week, but possibly longer. It would only be
If you
for...
ever do get any more symptoms, though, please make them known.
Yes.
At least I know Nue and I would
It
be
took a bit of my mana, which was another interesting thing, because the first time I had done it, it appeared to be bringing them forth in merely a conversational manner, such that no mana was taken, but here it was. Which I imagine was likely again the price of the loophole.
Right. It makes remember questions being asked. That or the fact that it did take so long, and that the other... You know what happened.
Possibly a
That
mix.
could also probably play a factor.
Either way, I would not be surprised if after this trickery is watching me now, because he seemed very excited by whatever he saw in me.
Without a fucking doubt he is. Have you seen how he looked at you?
Yeah. I kind of wish he didn't need to hold me so much. It was kind of... I don't like being touched, so, I was trying not to panic when he was grabbing my face.
I do remember him doing that. I'm sorry he did that to you.
No, it's okay. I wonder what he meant by that I had the shears, though.
I do actually need to mention that. When you were in the middle of talking with him, I was, checking your aura as per usual, and a couple of things were just... It's like you weren't even connected anymore. It was weird. I think you might, as yourself, be a loophole to this whole thing.
Oh. What was...
That's usually a good thing.
I would assume so with how excited he was, but what things were missing?
Your star connections were gone. The little wibbly-wobbly shit, it was just... I couldn't see it. Usually I can see anything. It's just not there anymore. You can probably ask the others with the chance to see it too.
I see. Hopefully that's a good thing.
It should be, at least in the long run.
Um,
Don't take that as an excuse to have other people walk all over you now.
No, I don't...
Once people start going here and that, they're gonna go, oh yes, please, come into the storeroom with me so I can ask them a couple questions.
I am not doing... Ideally, I'm not making a big fuss about this being a thing, and if people find out on their own, they find out, but it is something that is only being done with explicit planning like was done today. I'm not doing that on a whim, unless the circumstances absolutely necessitated it.
As you should, at least. I'm just glad things are shaping up at least a little bit more. At least now we have a blueprint figuring out what to do. Although, definitely
Yes.
keep the advice and try to play it easy.
Yeah,
At least the rest of the week. We'll see how we feel later.
Fortunately, I will have a forcible excuse in that manner, in that I will be accompanying Miss Sayori to Yanshi.
Of course.
So it'll be a bit of a visit home, but she seems to also be intent on bringing me... this was before all this happened. Bring me to visit Zuashi, which I am a bit...
Have a wonderful time there.
She's a bit of someone I look up to immensely, given that they are basically the master of all masters in my craft.
Little heads up.
Yes?
See Reiko, she's not feral. She just has the side effects after being feral.
What happened?
Understood.
Feral training. Just to see how bad it was.
Are they okay now, though?
She's fine. She just expended way too much mana, so right now her mana veins kind of are a little showing on her skin too, so that's why. It's gonna look like she's feral, but she's conscious at least.
Understood.
Walking around.
Thank you for the information.
I'd rather not have any
But yes, I will be taking it easy. I do not intend to do anything remotely like that for a while. I don't even know if I could do that again for that requisite time, and I'm not about to try to test that theory.
Definitely makes sense. With that being said, though, I have a conversation I need to get to.
Of course.
Dearest condolences.
They are appreciated.
Oh, bizarrely.
Let Astari know that I'm okay if I can find her. I know she was interested and worried about what it was, and I've been gone for a while. Because the question is, where is she?
It would escape the loophole. But as soon as the context is applied, the riddles don't matter anymore and they cause the same repercussions. So the real names are fine, but as careful as the contact.
Okay, then start writing. There's Isolde, Aurea.
Can you spell this for me?
Ambrosia.
Probably as delicate as eggs.
Lillian,
What does
do
explode
you know where Astari is?
like poison hallucinogenic?
I feel
So
like
don't want that.
I feel like I should try to at least let her know that I am finally finished with what I was brought in to do.
The plant itself. It's literally
That she
chemical compound.
It had results that I don't think anyone in the room was expecting,
Nature, you could make it danger.
and probably has a lot of potential repercussions down the line as well as opportunities.
You could make
So,
if concentrate too much
that
could
might
make
be...
rust and it be good.
There you are. I was literally looking for you. One, to let you know that I was out of the room, and to let you know that it worked.
That is true. Yes, yes.
Oh?
I specialize
You two can have this. I don't want to make a big show of this.
when your mother has called you from the young.
No, when I say why, I hope you'll understand why I'm trying not to draw too much attention to it.
Okay.
This is in regards to what you walked in the conversation last week.
Right.
I was able to use that to allow Insanity to see her wife. Rowan was able to summon her again, and I was able to effectively make a crack in their prison such that they could enter briefly. Though
You're kidding me.
not without potential repercussions, because it seemed to, one, start causing harm to her. The star that was summoned, I'm not sure if it is safe to say their name or not. It was causing
I know whose
whatever,
name is. I know what her name is.
Whatever, We've been referring to them as the Star of Loss of Innocence. A workaround to not having to say the word directly. It may be safer. But while they were
Wait. As a new one that showed
No,
up?
no. The same one you're thinking of.
Oh.
Instead of saying their actual domain, referring to it in a descriptive manner.
Oh, I see. Okay, I understand now.
But it was causing them harm, according to Rowan, while they were in immediate contact because insanity rushed into that area. Whatever was allowing it to happen was causing my core to vibrate to the point it was slamming against my neck, which hurt a lot. It took some of my mana, which is different than last time, which means that might have been the cost of the other thing, and before they cut off the summon, there were 2 individuals that were approaching the metaphorical door to the prison. The judges. Possibly the ones who preside over those who are imprisoned. It may have drawn their attention, but I do not know if it is, but subsequently after, another summon was done, and Trickery found out what I did, and got... To say excited would be understating what he did. He thinks I am some kind of loophole or a way out of, quote, this game. That I may have found a way to bend a rule of sorts.
I see. Okay. First and foremost, as she looks at your core,
It is
does she see anything?
It is undamaged, as far as you can
And the
see.
surrounding glass is fine.
Correct.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I'm worried. So.
I have no intent on doing that again anytime soon. Bare minimum a week. I don't
Please
even know
don't.
if I could. But more importantly, that was on top of other things that may have drawn attention to people in that room, and with what I did, if it gets attention to the wrong ones, they may be very, very upset that I allowed visitation rights to those who were not supposed to receive any. But Trickery wants me to do it again.
You know that the more times you do this...
But if it helps them get free...
I know.
It
I just don't want anything happening to you.
I know.
That's not worth... That's not worth it. And I know what your goal is too, Aerith. I want to see you achieve that goal.
For all
I know that you have this talent.
For all I know, the two may go more hand in hand than I know.
Possible. I just
It
want you
would
to
all
be
depend
safe.
on me being able to know what happened to my predecessor. But I have a potential idea thanks to Sariel. At least a suspicion based off of their description of what it was like to make violins core.
Okay.
But I will have to ask more. I was going to potentially summon today, but I think both the room needed time to recharge, and also, seeing as doing that took mana from me, I restored a bit of it with a crystal I had made days prior, but I do not know if it would be a good idea to immediately put myself in the star's attention.
I would say no. I would say no. Believe me, I would like to go and talk again, but I can't right now. Well, probably not, but I don't think I could ask questions. So, that being said,
But that is among the things that happened, and the nature of what it was that I was planning on trying to do. Effectively using that to be a bridge for them. And it succeeded. And it may have resulted in several parties becoming very excited by my presence.
Incoming.
Hiyo.
Hello.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. It looked like you guys were having a private talk, but I don't get to talk to you two very often, or you actually, so I just wanted to check in and see if you guys are doing well.
I'm fine.
I am, now that I've had a bit of time to rest. I don't want to go into details, but there was a test that was done, and the resulting situation that ensued caused my core to vibrate a lot and bump against my neck, and it hurt a lot, but it's better now.
Well, I'm quite sorry to hear about the experience, but I'm glad to hear that you're doing well now, at least.
It was a worthwhile test. I am very pleased with the outcome.
That's good to hear.
I don't believe I've ever quite seen you in this attire. Is this traditional attire for your home?
Yes, it is. We went back to the Phalans to specifically, I was a guide for one of the professors.
Oh,
They
you
got
were
everything done they needed
accompanying
within a
Miss
day.
Sayori?
Mm-hmm. And
I
she got everything she needed to do within a day. So for the rest of the week, she allowed us to travel around. So considering I spent my entire life traveling through the Phalans, I never spent a day actually within a village or,
Well, I will.
talking to people. So
I suppose
that'd be
I'll
good.
keep that in mind, as I will be likely accompanying her to her next destination this week, which is Yanxi. She's actually taking me with her to visit for what she's doing, and I mean taking all the way to meet them. She's bringing me to Suashi. She offered, and well, I'm not going to say no to meeting my actual idol when it comes to
And your
my
ruler?
craft. Well, not even ruler. They're the best at what I do.
Okay, fair.
And, I mean, just a chance to even introduce oneself. God, I hope they don't know about me now. That would be really awkward, because I don't know if they would be pleased by that or not.
You doing well?
Because I know there's mixed opinions about me doing what I do, and some people think my mother is crazy. I don't know what. I'm not sure if I'm ready to know what the ruler thinks of me.
Aerith.
What?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. Better than ever, actually.
I do not breathe.
Being able to actually wear attire from my
You know
home
what I mean.
Feels like home's nothing but a step
Close your
away.
eyes.
That's good to
Focus
hear.
for a moment.
Mhm. Yeah. If any of you would ever want to go to the Phalans, I'd love to take you.
I might take you up on that, actually, and I need to ask Celeste on something, because I do believe there is a holiday
Sorry.
coming up, and I might coordinate with her on something.
There's
I had an idea.
I've
I'll ask
heard
her about it.
murmurings of there being a Pandoran holiday coming up. Is that what you're
Yeah.
referring to?
Yeah. I saw
We
stuff
have a similar
being
one within
moving
the
around that,
Phalans as well.
I believe we
But,
can have a holiday in Wyvern like that.
Would you mind if I came and accompanied you to Yanxi? If it's a possibility.
I gave you that invitation when the subject was brought up last week, did I not?
Oh yeah, you did. You did. Apologies.
Yes.
Oh no, it's
I would
a lot
love
on
for
my
you
mind.
to visit,
just
but
like
more
water.
important,
It's nothing
I would
really
like for
special,
you
it's
to be
more
able to
about
visit
decoration.
the Rivele
Can I
state.
get closer?
So you
Sure.
could meet my mother, if not the
Oh,
rest of
wow,
my
it's
blood
actually
family.
moving, like, what? That is amazing.
Maybe you'll be able
What do
to
you
meet
mean
my
that's not
younger
special?
sister or
That's
my older
beautiful.
brother if he is visiting.
Like, you're a special little thing.
I'd love to.
Thank you,
I mean, I got to introduce Lillian to my
Oh,
family.
it looks
so-
wonderful on you.
But now you know what I was up
Means a
to.
lot, Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Please
You're welcome.
do
Everyone's
not
got their own special
spread
things
that
here. I love every
around
single
that
one of them.
happened, or the reaction that was received. I do not wish to be looked at as a potential tool for people
Then how's the
if
daydream
they
go?
knew how
I
this
will not let them think. I will not let them
Nothing
think
really special,
think that of you.
Just,
Thank you.
I guess, doing what I usually do.
And there's something I want to talk to you and Lillian about too.
Walking around.
Then I will make that my last thing I do before I allow
I stop by
myself
the gardens occasionally.
time to
I
shut
have
down.
no idea how to take care of the plants there, but they're really, really beautiful.
It is
Maybe I can
likely
watch sometime.
Yeah, of course.
healthy
I
for
wouldn't
me
mind
to allow my core to rest after
I do.
my
I agree.
ordeal.
I do tend to ask silly questions, if that's okay.
Let's go over here and sit.
That's perfectly fine. I did that as a kid with my father. When...
Sorry, you two.
No, you're fine.
No, is so that we are not
Allow me to
interrupting
finish
your
your
conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you're perfectly fine, Joe. Also, Lillian, when you are done, there is something I wish to speak to you about with Aerith. So, take your time, no rush. Whenever you two are done.
Oh, we actually just finished. Oh, perfect timing.
Hey, Aerith.
Hello, Titus.
How's it going this day, this free day?
It was busy for me. I am
Oh,
resting
really?
after my test that was done.
Oh.
I wish not to elaborate on it, but the
That's
experience
okay,
was a
go
bit, hectic.
Oh.
You know, it's actually funny you're here too, Titus. I have a question to ask of you, but I need Celeste here for that.
I think I saw
she's over
them
there.
around.
She's over there.
But
Yeah, she's over there.
if you could ask me what it was you wanted to talk to me about,
Yeah,
so I am
it's-
free.
Would you mind giving us a bit of space for a moment, Titus?
Doors.
And I'll come grab you in a moment.
Sure.
Thank you.
Anyways.
In regards to, again, our conversation from last week, and Lillian, what I discussed with you earlier.
The one in the library, just to make certain.
Yes.
Understood.
This is not on what you just told me. This is something more personal to me.
Your artifact?
Yes.
I remember that being a core of the conversation at one point.
Yes.
Have you made headway?
Perhaps. Not sure. It's still confusing. More so the fact. For you both, Aerith, I know you have seen... You've seen the box, so to speak. I don't
have.
believe you've actually seen it.
I have not attempted to make any effort of looking inside.
Well, you can't because it's locked.
Not even when you have been in the room opening it. It is your box. I will not invade your privacy.
I appreciate that.
But I would be gladly invited into it should you ask.
Fair enough. For you both. Lillian, as I told you, there is an item that is the most important thing that I have. And I told you it was kept in my room, or our room. This information is for you and you alone. I feel I can trust both of you. Inside that box, as Aerith said, is an object known to us Starborn as an artifact. It is not the same artifacts of power that you can read about in the library or have heard about from the lessons with the cult. These are different. These are objects that quite literally hold our memories. As I told you, Lillian, if they are damaged or if they're destroyed,
It is effectively losing you as a person. Everything that makes you you.
Yes.
In many ways, then, it is. My assessment of it was accurate. It is akin to the core for us. Though it does not give you life, it defines you.
Exactly. There are...
I will be going to
Let me do
AA
it this
soon,
way.
by the way, guys.
My artifact, and every Starborn's artifact, is different. Completely different. They
It is
are...
okay. I am keeping an eye over there in case they approach.
Thank you. These artifacts are different for each Starborn. The other 3 Starborn here each have something different as their own. Mine is a sextant. A device that can look to the celestials, the stars above, to navigate, or to see things in a distance. Another's one that I know of is a hat. There's a few others besides that I know what they are. But they are, for us, they are important. And we guard them. We have to guard them. Protect them as best as we can. That's why, Aerith, when you see me with that box,
You are looking upon it reverently. I have seen it.
yes,
This would make sense with my understanding of the situation.
yes.
This only further confirms it. Which brings back the question, did you make progress with it? Or discover?
Aside from what we discovered last week, we're still trying to figure out and make heads or tails of it. Last week, for the first time, I let someone touch and hold my artifact.
I assume one of the other Starborn.
Correct. Beal. He's the only... He and Celeste are honestly the only 2 as of right now I would even trust that with. Because we understand its importance. Beal had made a request of me. Because when I look through the artifact, I see shapes. I see what looks like runes or symbols of something. I can't make heads or tails of it. I don't know what it means. I've tried. Beal was curious, wanted me to try and copy it down so that he might be able to assist with it. When I tried, what I was seeing started to blur and distort. And then I felt a stinging sensation in my hand that was writing, and in my head. Not a harsh one, but it was there.
I have heard some with regular bodies refer to similar things such as a pin and needle sensation. Or
That would
like they
probably
have
be a good
referred to, they have sometimes said the phrase, their limb was falling asleep. It is one that my sister has
Something.
used many times. Namely
It's
after sitting
possible.
upon her hand.
It's possible, like something like that, yes. But as soon as I put down my quill, it stopped.
Discouragement from the action at hand.
That is what Sayori believes. She believes that someone or something is preventing me from trying to transcribe what I'm seeing.
Intriguing.
Indeed.
Whether or not it is for benign purposes remains to be seen.
I brought this, and when I had Biol come by, I told him this, and he was perplexed. That was when he asked me if he could look through the artifact. I granted him permission to do so. What he saw was something that left both of us surprised. He said he saw a figure amongst a galaxy. He said he saw it for a brief moment, and then his vision distorted, and he too felt that sensation I did.
Someone who was not meant to be blocked, but interesting.
Yes. And as soon as he put it down, it stopped. All sensation stopped. He described it as a figure of blue, then fading to gray, dancing among the stars. But there was no definitive shape of the figure. Just a figure was there.
Understood.
That was when we posited and wondered if another Starborn were to look through it, would they see the same thing, or would they see something different?
Or, though this would require immense trust on your part, if a non-Starborn were to look through it.
Indeed.
Whether it be them holding it directly and witnessing, or if one could theoretically look through it while it was being held by another, would that change the result? If, say, you held it and Biol looked through, or if you held it and anyone were to look through. A matter that you may consider, should it be of interest to you, but it would be interesting to see if there are loopholes in that whatever is happening.
Yes.
I fear that loophole is going to become a common word I say a lot, considering my recent experience. So you will have to forgive me for adding it to my vernacular.
You're fine. Celeste was going to be the next person to look through it.
I see.
So, but perhaps then, after that, we'll see what happens and see what we can find, because it is very strange.
I hope you are able to make better clarity.
I hope so too.
And hopefully the feeling that is discouraging you from proceeding does not worsen.
Hopefully not.
Please be careful. That is all I ask. Though, that is very entertaining coming from me, considering I have likely potentially made enemies today.
And I probably will if I am to pursue this as well. But I don't know.
The pursuit of the unknown is a worthwhile endeavor in my eyes, both in my art and the ways that I am able to help others. I hope it is the same for you.
Yes. Okay, I am going to go and see if I can find.
I will likely be returning
Titus
to my
now.
room for a bit, but do note if you wish to speak with me, do so within the earliest part of the week, as I will be gone for likely a large portion of this coming week to visit
Well, I
the
will be
ruler.
accompanying you, so.
I suppose that is more of a statement for you then, unless you wish to
Of course.
come for whatever reason, but you are not being compelled to. Though I'm...
I'll stay here.
That is understandable. But I hope it is okay that I tell my mother about you should I be able to have some of her time. I am sure she would be most elated to hear about my friends.
Speaking of friends, maybe one day would the both of you want to go to Avengard with me to visit home?
You already have my answer.
I would be intrigued to visit the home of a friend of mine. It would be my
And
first
maybe
time in
someday I'll
doing
take you to
so,
Beacon Peak.
unless someone beats me to it. But I have never visited the abode of another. I have only ever left home for this purpose and this one alone.
Well,
and the next abode I will be entering is my ruler's. That is a strange feeling. I will not think about it though, because if I do, I will start to be weird.
It's never a bad thing.
I think I understand what she means, though.
I am, as they say, very normal about this. Very normal. I am so normal.
Go and get some rest, Aerith.
Thank you.
Wait.
Was that you, Professor Sayori? Could have sworn I heard your voice just now.
She's right there.
What? Oh. Oh, she was talking to them. Unless she was talking to me, I don't know.
Oh, well.
I was going to let her know that I was a... Where the fuck? Oh, there she is. I got juked.
Well, if it's becoming a bird, then, you know. Not really much of a memory of who's going to date who.
Homeland. All you have to do in order to check that is click your own name inside the stream that you are checking it for. It will show you that data. I don't have that command enabled.
Touching them should be fine. It's just whenever I can't concentrate on touch.
I think this time I will use the bed. I am off balance.
Everything okay, Eric?
Yes, I am opting to use the bed as my experience has left me a little lingering off balance, and I do not wish to topple in my rest cycles.
I see.
With that, I am going to lessen my senses now. Good night.
Good night to you as well, Aerith. Have a good rest.